time it seems I'd rather see you in my dreams. And every chance to dance I'll take if I can't see you again. I'd rather see you in my dreams. And every chance to dance I'll take if I can't see you again. We could be listening for answers, waiting to be set free. You came across this moment, and I'm so thankful you shared it with me. But she said, trust me, these are the stories we will tell. As I stood frozen, infinite, I almost fell. But I got a feeling and my heart starts beating, a sudden rush of feeling alive. This is freedom and I won't change, I won't phase out. I know.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, for the Shift Pro League Weekly 3v3 tournament. Here tonight with Dazrin.
I am Curtis. That is Silent Echo over there.
Something for his team. He pops that up. Can anybody get there? Donger going for the mid-air collision. Doesn't get the angle on that, but he goes for the second try. Rolo is there and he gets up and over. We are tied with 11 seconds to go here in the first match. Bronco gets a little bit of a touch. The countdown is going. The crowd is excited. Is anything going to happen? The ball hanging out. A zero. Oh no! Comes in. Get any kind of semblance of normal play going, we might get through the rest of this match. Origin sends it up.
Oh no!
Out and just to get in there. Leaves it up in these last 10 seconds. Can anything happen? Origin is there! He scores it with 5 seconds left to go, putting Remedy up here in the final seconds. For saves at the same time, but they're able to come back. As I talk about that, and Origin comes in to smash that in. We got the countdown going. Kona making a desperate attempt here. Kazoo is up and Fatality is up. And another sub 10-second goal. Fatality tying it up 3.4 seconds.
Lets that go. Hot Wheels Sin looking at contact on it, up and over half. This is going to be a shot from Chrome. Redirecting score 2-0 lead. Vince up in the air. Nice tap. This is going to be Chrome. Chrome leaves it there for Hot Wheels Sin. He'll get it through. 30 seconds left. But it's going the wrong way for Deception at this point. Back to half we go. This is Bell. Bell off the corner wall, corrupted there! Angle! Scores! 19 left, and it's a 2-2 score. Tapped off the sidewalk. Timbers. Shaves the ceiling with it. This is a pass. That's an angle. Oh, what a play! Fine, classic Stanley. Give me a Twitch clip, please. 104 left. Don't count them out. This could be the game right here. It's just a close. Hot Wheels Sin puts them ahead. 4 unanswered goals in Game 4 of the finals. Do you believe? Very, very close to calling it here. 1 second. Gino Cobb. And that's it. Revival have come back with 4 unanswered goals in the Game 4 of the finals to win the series 4-0. They sweep to the championship.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Shift Pro League Friday 3v3. This is our 16th 3v3 here on our Fridays. I am Tom Kelly, and I'm here with my boy Dazrin. Daz, how are you today?
I am great, Tom. It's always a pleasure casting with you, man. We got some exciting matches coming up tonight. Starting off first with us is Snowbite versus Trinity. Looks to be an exciting match to start it off.
Yeah, I do recognize a few of these players, Ames and Demaray, but Snowbite Esports, I haven't heard of them yet, so I'm really excited to see how they come up.
Yeah.
We actually have a lot of big teams in this tournament today. I hear we have actually Kronovi stopping by for a little, and Iris, right? Iris coming in too. So yeah, we have some huge teams coming in to this tournament. So in the later rounds, you guys will be seeing some good Rocket League gameplay. But until it happens, we will be watching what we got in front of us. Right now, we have Trinity versus Snowbite. So as soon as they get into this match, we will be casting them up.
Before that, though, Tom, how have you been handling Siberia, as we've been calling you for the past couple of days?
Oh my gosh. Okay, my car doesn't have heat. Okay,
Ooh.
it doesn't work, right? So when I get in my truck and go to work, I have to bundle up in like a hoodie and then a sweatshirt on top of that, and then my big Carhartt jacket. Oh, it's so bad. What was it? 2 days ago, got down to -14 wind chill.
Yeah, -14. One day there was I think it was last night was -30. At least down in my area this week. It was really bad.
Yeah, it definitely depends. If you're closer to the water, closer downtown, like it's that's horrible. It's so cold. Yeah,
we're definitely bringing the winter cast here. Okay.
Oh my gosh, yeah. That's the holidays, dude. With the holidays, gifts are great. Christmas is great, but the cold is not so much.
No, not cold, snow.
It's not even like there's tons of snow to annoy you. It's just the cold.
Yeah.
Right? We've had a few inches, right?
Yeah.
And it kind of messes up the roads a bit, but it's not the snow. It's just the absolute freezing cold.
Yeah.
I was actually just talking with someone about this yesterday about this guy in Texas, and I told him, yeah, like sometimes we don't even have snow days, we have cold days where
Right.
kids don't go to school because it's just dangerous because it's so cold. And he's saying they have the same in Texas. It's just so hot that they can't go to school.
Yeah, it's crazy because you have all these. You just have like my car got
Mm.
stuck in snow the other day. I was
Oh
over
yeah.
here breaking my own axles, trying to get back here. But speaking of which, axles about to be broken right now. It's about to jump into this match.
I hope some axles get broken. Some mind games would be great to watch. Ooh, nice pass center to throw things off right off the bat by Brosidon. Now Ames coming with the defensive play. Ooh, a shot right off the bat by Snowbite. Quick goal.
Yeah, very quick goal to start this game off. Only 10 seconds off the clock here. And then you see Science Museum with a great shot, getting it past Brosidon. Nice shot by him, already bringing Snowbite to a very chilling early lead.
Yeah, if people don't know, Team Snowbite Esports, we have Science Museum, Jake, and Texic versus Ames, Brosidon, and Fastzilla on the side of Trinity. And so this is going off. A nice little offensive pass by Trinity. Fastzilla not able to find the cross fast enough. Ames now throwing it very high, and his teammate's not quite able to get to it. Lots of passes coming back and forth across the offensive line. This could be an opportunity here. Oh, Fastzilla is not fast enough, and the ball turns around to their defensive side. Poseidon gets a nice little kill back into his own corner. He's going to be looking for the clear here. He does get it. It's a nice one, straight to Texic, who returns one back right across the ping pong table.
Yeah, right now both teams are playing this a little bit differently. You look at Ames and his squad on Trinity, and they're bringing the ball up very methodically, lots of careful touches, but you have to be careful though, because Snowbite, what they're doing is they'll get you with the hard clears. They try to play the ball off the wall and hit it as hard and as close to the net as possible, and if anyone from Trinity is caught off balance, that could turn into another goal.
Yeah, definitely. As Jake goes forward with another clear here, Ames is able to dunk it out though, and if he gets a nice shot here, ooh, but Texic's able to get there just in time, but it's straight in front of the goal.
Oh,
That's Fastzilla
Fastzilla
coming in to score the equalizer.
Good shot here from Fastzilla. You see Ames bringing it up, gets a nice little touch off the 50-50. Fastzilla gets up and in the air before Science Museum has any opportunity to respond there. Good work on Fastzilla, getting to the ball first to tie this game up.
Yeah, Snowbite had a similar play open for them on the other side, but Texic wasn't able to get up for the shot. So that return is nice for Trinity, able to get that equalizer so early on. They were looking to push this forward, and it goes right open. It's open for Ames. Ooh, it goes well wide and gives Jake an opportunity to clear it out. Fastzilla doing a little bit of a freestyling there in the air, killing the ball down. Trinity is doing less clearing and more killing in their own end. It might not be well for them, but Ames gets such a nice clear off of the poor shot by Snowbite, and they get a goal.
And I was talking about Snowbite getting longer clears, but Ames has a clear of his own. All members of Snowbite are brought up forward. Two members taking boost, setting up for a shot. One bringing the ball up. That net's wide open. Ames with a good shot, and now Trinity turn this game around. They have the lead.
Yeah, Trinity doing a really good job on that clear. Oh, such a quick comeback.
Yeah, Jake with a very quick comeback right off the first touch. You see him cheat up a little bit right before he gets to the ball. Ames was already turned around, so he couldn't challenge. And then it was just an easy shot for Jake to get it right past Ames for the score. And now game's equalized right back at it. Snowbite's trying to stay in this one.
Yeah, Jake doing a really good job there to keep his team in the game. That equalizer was very nice for them. This ball just, wow, getting passed back and forth across the midfield line. That is Brosidon, killing it down to Fastzilla, who wants to get it clear now. He starts dribbling it up. Oh, can't get the dribble play past Science Museum, who goes for demos, instead takes some boost control and waits for the pass from Jake, and he gets the finish.
Now, look at this play here by Science Museum. Like you said, he was trying to go for a demo, misses the demo. He's already in the net zone. So when Jake goes up to make this pass play, he can turn around quickly after that boost he just stole, gets to the ball while all members of Trinity are caught off balance, and scores an easy shot. Nice shot from Science Museum. Good work, Snowbite got the lead.
Yeah, I'm surprised he was able to finish that ball as there's so many defenders. Oh my gosh!
Oh my
so
goodness.
quickly, 6 goals in halfway through this game.
Snowbite are playing a very momentum-based game right now, as they're just playing right off the first touches, getting great shots off right now. They are catching Trinity way off balance. Trinity have to take this game back into their control.
They really do. Being down 2 points is not a fun position to be in, especially when this game is half over. Oh, and that kind of miss by Science Museum. That can't happen here, as you have to be, you can be relying on your teammates, but they're relying on you to get those kind of clears. Nice pass center by Fastzilla. Oh, Ames not able to find the finish as it goes a little high, but it gives Texic to Science Museum a good passing play here. Can he finish the ball?
Oh!
3-goal lead already.
And this is Science Museum has been on a tear. You see him. He gets up from another forward position, sees all members of Trinity caught off balance, knows it's a great time to take a shot, and just gets there. Great initiative from Science Museum. He is on the MVP spree this game.
He is definitely doing really well for his team. He has 5 shots on goal, 3 of those making points. Oh my gosh, another one. Another bullet into the corner. It's saved out the
Wow! Oh my
He's able to get the pass from Jake. Oh, what a shot.
Beautiful shot. First off, the shot that he got right off the wall was great, but the way that he can just react on a snap, turns the ball into a completely different direction. He's not even facing the goal and ends up getting a nice slider in. He is taking this game one in his own hands.
Yeah, Jake is actually doing some nice passing plays, but I meant to say Science Museum is coming up so big for his teams, for his team in this tournament so far. Taking the first game handedly. There's only 1 minute and 40 seconds left. They're already up 4 points. Now this is Texic pushing it forward. Fastzilla now looking for the clear. He doesn't get it, but Science Museum is there to pass it back center. Ooh, a nice little tip by Brosidon. It gives Texic an opportunity to pass it back center. Oh, nice kill against the wall. Oh, goes back to Science Museum. He's backwards. This could be an offensive opportunity now for Ames to pass it to his teammate. Science Museum ends up getting there first in the air. Ames killing it out to the side, but that is back to Jake. Oh, but Fastzilla is able to clear it forward there. Oh, bad aerial by Texic. That gives Ames a shot at goal, and that barely goes in.
We saw it right as soon as you see Texic miss this aerial. Wide open net opportunity. Science Museum not in a good position. Ames in a better one. Gets a nice bar down shot to give them a 3-goal differential right now. They need 3 goals to tie this up. They could possibly do it if they really turn on the heat.
Yeah, there's still 59 seconds left in this game. You can never count a team out in Rocket League. Oh, and as I say that, they get scored at. Casters curse. I'm not even cursing the team. I'm just cursing myself because I end up being wrong.
Yeah, I mean, really, Snowbite, Jake and the rest of Snowbite are not trying to lose this by any means at all. They have been playing a very well match. And so if they do take this one, it's very well deserved. I must say so myself.
Yeah, down 4 goals with 49 seconds left in this match. They're doing fairly well on the offense. They have 6 registered saves on the defense. Oh, but that's not going on the scoreboard. Science Museum coming up with another one.
Yeah, and like you were saying, they have been doing pretty well, but the thing is they aren't able to really shut down or get in the way of so many key players on this team. You have Jake and you have Science Museum who've really been pulling the weight for this game. If they were able to disrupt them in any type of way, that could contribute more to their success. Because if you are able to force them on mistakes, then you'd be able to capitalize more stronger and turn it into more goals.
Being able to capitalize on those mistakes is one of the best skills in Rocket League if you can master that. Jake with a nice tip forward. Science Museum now with another shot! What an angle. He was able to get that in just before the defenders got there. That's his 6th goal of the game.
This man is unstoppable right now. He really is. Just shooting off of every angle you give him. If you see this man, Science Museum, come toward the ball, you have to make sure you have someone in the net because he's going to turn it into a shot. He's been doing it all game, and he's just on a spree right now. If I was Trinity for this second round, you really need to focus on shutting him down.
Yeah, Science Museum, coming into the next game, he's definitely going to be someone we're paying attention to when it comes to the scoreline and when it comes to, the rotations of Trinity. Because to win the next game and keep them in this tournament, they're really going to have to, play around these specific players on Snowbite if they want to really, take it back.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Very decisive victory coming out here from Snow by 9-3. Science Museum, 10 shots, 6 of them were goals. Then all the other goals on his team, he assisted 3 assists from him, from the, like 2 goals from Jake and 1 from Texic. Snowbites really took that game by storm. And if you're Trinity, you definitely have to be looking to see what type of things you can switch up coming into this next one. Shutting down Science Museum and Jake is going to be a challenge in itself, but also being able to lead the scoreboard is going to be tough too.
All right, we see here Science Museum is 10 shots on goal. What can Trinity do to keep that number down and keep them in this game?
I'd say it really just has to be getting to the ball faster and contesting more shots. You have to, when you see him, you just have to like keep tabs on a player and then know when to contest. You have to get to the ball 1st. Just try to put them in a more 50-50 percentage. Most of the time, Science Museum is taking these balls of himself. He's in a comfortable position. Sometimes it's uncomfortable, like the backwards goal, but you want to just prevent him taking any easy shots at all.
Yeah, that's definitely what they're going to have to try to do. This is Jake going up the wall to try to pass the center. He's going for the aerial himself, though, but it should be cleared out. No, it's a great pass to Science Museum, but Brosidon's able to get the clear and save. And now Texic stops it out and turns the momentum of the ball around back on the other team. Science Museum with an attempted pinch pass, although it goes clear past the goal. Fast Zilla now with a nice save, getting the ball out of a bad position for their team. Brosidon, missing the flick. It gives Texic an opportunity to make a backwards play. This ball is moving quite slowly. It doesn't look like either team is making good contact or good clears with this ball. But it gives Brosidon a shot pass to Ames.
There it is.
And that passing play is going to give him the first blood.
Great passing play from Trinity to get the first blood. Nice pass from Brosidon to Ames. Saw Ames more forward, could get to the shot faster before Texas could get the disruption. And just all in all, a beautiful play. Good job from Trinity scoring the first goal.
Yeah, and that's so key too, especially losing by so much in the first game. Getting that first blood, getting that early lead will probably make you feel a lot better about the series moving forward. And now this is Ames trying to get a good pass center. He does get a tip down, and then there's Fast Zilla quite wasn't able to get to that. Brosidon now passing it back up to Fast Zilla, but Jake is able to kill it down. Ames now just putting on the pressure, constantly passing it back and forth across Snowbite's backwards wall. But that one clear is able to stop their pressure, and now it's Jake with the shot on goal. It's saved out by Ames, killed to the side.
Yeah, right now, what I'm noticing though is that they're making more of their plays when Science Museum isn't near the ball, because they know that he won't be able to turn it into anything else. Once they see him in the ball, you saw when he made a play forward, we had 3 members go up for a clear. It's really just playing around certain members and just knowing when to attack, and Trinity is doing that very well so far.
A great pass to Texic by Science Museum gives them another opportunity. Pass center by Texic. Gets hit out by Brosidon. But it is now up to Ames to get this clear. He does get it forward. That could be stopped out by Jake. Jake hits straight to the other side, which could be giving possession to Trinity. But it ends up in their favor now. Texic looking to push this forward. They need to put some points on the board here. There's maybe the play. It goes off the corner. And that's not going to be one for them. Ames now pushing it forward to get it past Jake here. Needs to get the pass to Fasilla, who's there. Who takes the shot. It's cleared out by Jake. But the pressure is still on. Brosidon trying to pass it forward. It goes back a bit far, but Fasilla is there to clear it up. Good tip by Brosidon. But it's not going to go in the goal again.
Oh my goodness.
Snowbite just doing a really hard job on the defense and able to keep the ball out of their net so far.
Yeah, keeping the ball out of their net, but they haven't been able to take it out of their zone. Just now, Science Museum able to bring the ball out of the zone, but gets demo right afterwards. And right now, just Trinity is applying as much pressure as they can. They really want to win this second game, and they're doing a great job keeping Science Museum.
What a dunk! Wow, Brosidon coming in for the dunk down from the wall, goes straight in the goal.
And a beautiful pinch goal by Brosidon. This is a 2-goal lead from Trinity. A complete turnaround from how the first game went. Trinity looking in great form. They're keeping Snowbite pressured, and they are just trying to hammer in as many shots as possible. Great overall performance by Trinity.
Yeah. here's Snowbite again, trying to get it out of their end. But there's Ames to try to clear it out. No, now it's only Brosided in goal here. Science Museum not able to find the goal with that ball. Texas just throwing it back in now. The momentum might have shifted here as Jake puts another one on net. But it gives Ames, since he was slow enough, he got a nice clear. This could be a pass center or shot. It was a really good cross, but his teammate was just a little slow on the rotation there. A nice clear out by Science Museum. This is Texas now trying to push this on goal. But Ames is there for another clear. Ames has been doing a really good job on the defensive clears here this game so far.
Yeah, Ames definitely the guy for the defensive clears. Now he has 2 saves on his team. Well, he has 1 save. I'm sorry, but he has been getting to the ball, getting these small clears, and just setting up with great passes. He's had a lot of great pass setups, even though they haven't turned into goals. And oh my goodness.
Oh, nice save by Ames and Brosided. So many shots on goal over and over again. That was, they have 7 shots on goal, Snowbite does, and they haven't been able to put one in yet this game, as opposed to only 4 on the side of Trinity, and they've been able to put in half the goals that they've shot at net.
Yeah, you're right. They have been able to put in so many shots, but what Trinity has been doing, though, off screen, off ball, there have been a lot of disruptions. Jake has been going up for touches, getting bumped. Oh,
close play by Jake! Off the crossbar, but it ends up going center for Taxic to be able to finish. That's 1 goal down now, only 24 seconds left.
Only 24 seconds left. Takes it coming up and taking that shot before any members of Trinity can respond to it was beautiful and will help tremendously if they want to tie this game up, though. But like you said, only 20 seconds left.
Yeah, 20 seconds is the clock, and they're down 1. They need to score 1 to equalize and force that overtime so that they can take this win. As they did win the first game. What a great pass center. No, but this is Faciletta taking control of the ball. If he can take this past them, they only need 1 second on the clock. This must be the pass. Oh, this is way far out. There's no way he can keep this up. Unless, it's still up, but I have not much hope for this ball. Jake killing it down. Science Museum trying to keep it up in the air. Jake passing it forward.
My goodness!
Forward! Oh my gosh! Texas looking to pass it back to Jake. Oh, Jake can't keep it up. Very close play by them. But that's Trinity winning. Keeping Snowbite out of the game.
Yeah, they forced the game 3, which is very good. This is going to be a very interesting game 3. After being almost, I would say, smash on that first one, 9-3, they turn it around, and then they leave for most of the game, only giving up 1 goal toward the last 24 seconds. They were able to completely shut down Science Museum. He went from having 10 shots and being MVP to having only 4 and with the lowest points on his team. They disrupted Jake and Texas a little bit, but they weren't keeping too many eyes on Texas, so that's how he was able to slip through with his scores. But they were able to make the necessary adjustments, and that's what's good. And so if you are a Snowbite, you are definitely going to be challenged coming into.
Yeah, Snowbite, forcing that game 3 has been huge for them. And if they were able to keep control of the game like they did in the second game, they can really take this series. This is a best of 3 series, if you're not aware, you viewers. And so this is it. The next person to win this takes the series and moves on into this tournament.
I'm hyped.
Fastzilla saying rip ping. Oh yeah, he's spiking out. It says up to 220 here. But this is up to Ames now. Oh no, Brosiden's going for that. It was a bad positioning by him to take that one. Ames pushes it forward, but it's up to Texas. Texas whiffs the ball. Ames now pushing it forward. This is down in front of Snowbite's net.
Oh my God!
What an angle on Brosiden!
Look at the shot from Brosiden. He gets there while his ball's in the air. Just immediately goes from I don't even know what to call that. It was just so beautiful. Oh my God, Brosiden with the slam though.
He was going so fast in the upwards direction. That angle was incredible.
Yeah, it was. He ends up turning the ball, leaning from the high post, all the way to just slamming it straight down on Snowbite. And
there's another one.
They're just keeping it going.
A nice pass forward by Brosiden, popping it so far up. Facil was able to get there as Texas wasn't able to find the save.
And right now, Trinity 2 goals right off the bat. They are really taking it to Snowbite, and it's just crazy because if you would have asked us game 1, it would have been looked like it was in Snowbite's favor so much, but now Trinity is coming with the heat right now.
Yeah, there was another opportunity on the side of Ames taking that shot. It was a nice pass by Brosidon. But this is another pass center by Jake, looking to take that one, but the pressure just turns around immediately as Trinity takes control and pushes the ball toward their offensive end. Nice clear out by Science Museum, trying to open up opportunities, but Ames shuts that down by killing the ball out to the side. This is Fastzilla. The defensive rotations seem to be on point now for Trinity, keeping the ball out of their end. But misses like that won't help you. Brosidon getting a nice clear, making up for Ames' mistake. Let's see if he can get the pass to Fastzilla, who's waiting here.
He can!
Able to get the goal in the lower corner of that net.
And I'm loving how Trinity had turned such a defining and one-sided loss into straight domination in this game 3. They're just off the wall, playing behind each other. You saw Ames with a clear, Brosidon comes and clears it up, turns it all the way around to a pass play to Fastzilla. They are just really on a tear right now.
Yeah, 3-0, and there's still over 3.5 minutes left in this match. This match has just gotten started, and they're only beginning to take control of this one. However, Snowbite does have a chance here. If they can really do what they did in the first game, they can take it back. Oh, Science Museum missing the open net. That's not good for them. But the pass to Brosidon is not going to work out for Trinity either. This is the pass forward by Jake. Ames, nice challenge there. This is Fastzilla with the shot. And he gets it past Science Museum for their 4th goal of the game.
Yo, this play was so nice. Fastzilla gets up and basically freestyle goes Science Museum and a 50-50 opportunity. That is making a statement right there. And beautiful shot from, Fastzilla. That was, oh my goodness, I'm at a loss for words.
Yeah, you know, the question now, actually, that was a nice shot by Jake coming in from the corner.
Yeah, Jake with a response play. They're trying to stick it since they have enough time. 3 minutes is a decent amount of time. If you are Trinity, you don't want to get too beside yourself. I mean, I would be feeling myself too after that goal though. But yeah, Snowbite definitely not all the way out of this one just yet.
Oh, definitely not. There's still 3 minutes. If they score a goal a minute, that's plenty enough for them to come back into this one. But you know, the question is not what happened to Snowbite later on in this series. It's more like, why was Trinity not playing as well in the first game as they were this? Maybe they just weren't warmed up, but they look really confident and they're playing really well this game.
Yeah, they are looking very confident and they're playing really well. It looks like they're having a good time.
Fastzilla with another one!
This team is really just on top of the ball. Fastzilla with another shot. And if this is the Ames, I think it is, he's also video editor for Shift Pro League.
Yeah.
If he uses one, he definitely has some material for this one. I can say that without a doubt.
Yeah, he's going to make a montage of his own experience in our tournaments. Brosidon now pushing this forward. This game just reached the halfway mark, and Team Trinity is 4 goals up against Snowbite. Looking to, I mean, you know, we have the potential for something like a double Brazil if this scoreline is kept up properly.
Oh my god, I didn't even realize that. And if that happens, that just shows how good Trinity is once they get informed.
Yeah, it really looked like they've really come into their own later in this game now. Science Museum going up for another aerial here, but it gets cleared out by Brosidon. Now to Ames, pushing it up the wall here. This is now a pass center by Texic. Now to Ames, the pass from Brosidon. That's not going to find a goal there, but Fastzilla putting another one on net. Jake is going to be able to clear that out, though, and push it forward with his teammate here. Now he's looking to take the dribbling play. Brosidon's able to dunk him out here, though. Science Museum trying to turn this around. Gets a nice clear forward, but Fastzilla is there to challenge. Ooh, no, he does a little hop and messes up his challenge. And it goes Jake for the shot on goal. It goes wide. And nothing's really happened in the past minute, but the strong lead is still in the favor of Trinity.
Yeah, strongly is in favor of Trinity. Like you said, nothing's been happening in the past minute, so it's been almost a minute gone where Snowbite, although they've been applying offensive pressure, they haven't been able to convert any goals. Trinity is not allowing themselves to lose this series by any means, and they are just really just trying to run out the rest of this clock here, not allowing Snowbite to score.
And they're doing a really good job of it. They've they've ran down a few minutes now. They only need 45 seconds left of ball time on the ground for them to take this win. There are 4 goals. What specifically do you think Trinity turned around in their play style to take such a strong win against Snowbite?
I feel like, after the first game, they kind of just like got it together. They're really like during the time where we were, sitting here talking about the match, they had a time to just talk things over with themselves, figure out what they had to do. Came out in game 2, just came in strong and took it by a decisive margin. So then after the game 2, you're like, okay, we can beat these guys. And then you come into game 3 full on confidence, knowing you can take the win, and then you just play your heart out, and that's what really happened this game.
Yeah, a lot of times casting, you'll see teams get crushed in certain games, just like Trinity did the first game. And you always talk about how, oh, this team just needs to shake it off. If they can do that, they can bring it back. But Trinity, this is like the epitome of that. Being absolutely crushed the first game, 9-3, taking it back, only winning by 1 point in the second game, but the third game, 5-1, so quickly taking control of that match, shutting down Snowbite completely. It was a completely different team we were watching the second half.
Tom, they were freestyle shooting shots, Tom.
Yeah.
You saw Fazilla in the air, Tom. They were having a blast. You have to have a blast. You saw me paw chant after that shot. I know they were just like, oh my God.
Yeah, that one, I agree. That one was nice. You actually see that in the replay just here. But honestly, I think Brosidon's hit up his upside down hit was actually my MVP play of that game.
Yeah, that was great.
Because, he was going, his actual momentum was so fast moving upward, and the ball was so high that angle. I don't know, it shocked me. I was awestruck, with that shot. Anyway, we will be going to a quick break though. However, we need you guys to put an exclamation mark Matcherino in the Twitch chat for us, and you guys can check out that link. And you can put in our code for the week and donate $1 to us, free to you, to help support Shift Pro League and all the events that we do here. Thank you so much for supporting us and watching the stream. But yeah, we'll be going on a break soon. So thanks for watching, but we'll be right back.
Awesome. They literally just got in.
That was awesome.
Origin is there. He's you have to lobby him for a time. Let's get Origin.
Corrupted there. Angle. Score.
Yeah, we're good to go.
All right. Hello, guys. How you doing? Apparently, we didn't leave at all. We've been hanging out this whole time, huh? Yeah. And we are ready to get into this next match right away. We have Get Good versus Down Taunt. All right, Des. What do you think about this teams? I know I've seen Down Taunt a few times. Luke Kakerman is actually a name that gets me every time. But they're pretty good. So we'll see what happens here.
Yeah, like for sure. I haven't seen any of these teams play, so it's gonna be interesting to see for me. But if you're looking for downtown, I'm looking at them too.
All right, now Jakey Poo looking to push this forward to Luke Kakerman. Luke, looking to get the aerial play. Oh, he actually went up for a block, but both of his opponents missed that play, so he went flying through the air. Kiri, looking for a good passing play, doesn't quite get the touch he wanted. Now it is the legend looking to push this forward. Absolute Zero. Now to Shen. Nice clear forward to the goal on the side of downtown, but Jkipu's able to clear it out. Hopeless kills it back to the side, straight back to Jkipu and his teammate Shen. And that ball is just going back and forth on the midfield line. 50-50. Goes in the way of Get Good. And now Luke Kakerman tries to get it clear, but it's being returned by Hopeless.
Right now, it's looking like this is one of those games where both teams are kind of filling each other out. A lot of basic plays coming out right now. Decent standard rotations. No one's really doing anything except for that nice play by Kiri. But gonna see once we get to the first goal how both teams start to react and how the game's gonna switch up.
Yeah, Shen now looking for a play. He doesn't get it. Kiri gets the clear. And then Luke Kakerman gets it over Shen. Oh, absolute zero. Able to get there in time for the save. But it's put back center by Jkipu to Kiri, who doesn't find the angle. It goes back to Jkipu, but absolute zero finds the clear. Close offensive play by Downtown, but they're not able to find a goal.
Yeah, and they are just making more and more closer up. Oh!
Jkipu is able to put it in after the beautiful aerial play by Luke Kakerman.
Yep, and you could see it once the offensive pressure was starting that this was leaning more and more so in Downtown's favor as they were ending up taking more and more nice shots. They were branching out of the standard zone, and that shot from Jkipu ends up giving them the first lead. Great job from Downtown.
Okay, Downtown now looking to clear this out though. Hopeless gets an opportunity to take a shot, but it goes high. Luke Kakerman grabs that boost nicely as it spawns. It goes for a little air dribble flick forward. Goes straight to Jkipu. Gets a nice kill forward. It goes high in front of his opponent's goal. Ooh, Jkipu though tips a little bit too far for his teammate to make the play on it. And now Carey looking for a midfield challenge. Doesn't get it. Jkipu stops it out and looks for the tip. He gets it over to. Can that be the ground pinch?
My goodness!
The shot forward, and that's 2-0.
This was a nice shot from Jkipu. Goes into the air, does a complete air dribble over two members of Get Good, and then Shin's not even in a position to react. He was just like watching and all like, oh my goodness. And Jkipu with a beautiful just air dribble into the goal, and now Downtown 2-goal lead.
Yeah, Jkipu doing a great job having both of those shots, points on goal rather, for his team. And now Get Good just seem to have a lot of trouble getting good clears for their team.
Yeah, they're getting good or having trouble getting good right now.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Now Hopeless looking to get a nice pass forward. It goes high above Downtown's goal. Absolute zero looking for the shot on net. He does get it. Luke Kakerman finding a backflip on goal.
Yep, Luke Kakerman ends up sending this in though. Nice job from Absolute Zero to get the touch to send it in his direction. Luke was trying to flick it out, but just couldn't get the right touch on it. And unfortunately, knocks it in his own goal. Get Good now only down by 1.
Yeah. The pressure though is put back onto them so quickly. Absolute Zero trying to get it out, but Kiri is there. Now Hopeless is getting it out. Good play by Hopeless, able to get there in time. But Luke Kakerman, that ball never crossed that midfield line back onto Downtown side. It's been on Get Good side most of this game here. We have Jkipu, another pass center. Kiri trying to kill it center for his teammate. Absolute Zero desperately trying to find a tip away from his opponents. But Jkipu is going to say no. Pass it center to Kiri, who's going to take a shot, but it goes wide. Goes now to Shen. He's going to look for a clear, but Luke Kakerman dunks him out and passes it back center. Yeah, it's a little too far, though, so Jkipu is going to take his time. Oh, and he ends up whiffing it, though. Gives Hopeless an opportunity to bring this forward. Kiri gets knocked away, and then Luke Kakerman gets the pass forward to Kiri, who gets a tip to the side. And now it's Jkipu trying to make the play. Jakey pass center, and Luke Kakerman for the finish.
Nice 1-2 pass play here. You have Jkipu set up. Shin goes for the challenge. He gets it over him and Hopeless. And as soon as Hopeless goes up for this ball and misses, Luke Kakerman has an easy open net shot and ends up slamming it in. They have brought their lead up to 2 goals now. And with 1:07 left, if you are Get Good, you need to get good fast.
Yeah, they only have, about 30 seconds for each of these goals here. So they should be scoring it fairly soon if they want to stay in here. Hopeless going up for a shot. Gets a nice dunk forward. They are keeping the ball in Downtown's end for now until they get a good clear to respond. And so the pressure, they're just trying to turn it around. Here's Kiri passing it again, though, returning that ball possession to opponent's end. Now Jacob stealing the boost and passing the ball centered. Luke Hakerman trying to get the finish, but Shen's able to get there in time. Now it is Kiri going up for this challenge. He gets dunked out. It goes into their defensive end. It gives Luke Hakerman. They're taking this slowly, getting a nice little aerial. It's 50-50 in the air. Oh, Jakey Poo with a beautiful clear out, though. Get Good weren't back at first, but now Absolute Zero there is get for the pinch back. You can't be able to get there. He does it from his own goal line. Absolute Zero got the pinch to his opponent's net.
Yeah, this pinch was very nice. Unfortunately, Crispy, is it Crispy? Oh, Kiri, oops, couldn't get there and make that touch in time. So now they have 10 seconds. If Get Good can get good in 10 seconds, they can tie this up.
Yes, after that beautiful goal line shot, this clear needs to be the play. This is hopeless. Going up for this one. Oh, Kiri stops it out, though. That could be it. It's in the air for now, but it hits the ground, and that's game one going to downtown.
Downtown came out of this one very early on. They kind of slowly put their dominant factor on to Get Good. They came in, was slowly pushing them back, and then they ended up hammering goal after goal until, you know, it was solidified. Get Good tried to come back toward the end of the game, but just didn't have enough to stop Downtown. Downtown looking in good form. They're going to be going into this next one with definitely high hopes. So we're going to see if Get Good can switch it up or if Downtown are going to be able to close it out in 2 games.
Yeah, I mean, Downtown looks really good in this first game, you know, taking it well, but by a few points. However, Get Good, I mean, they had a lot of opportunities where they were trying to turn it around, and they were able to keep the ball in Downtown's end for a while. However, the nice passing plays between Jakey Poo and Luke Akerman have really been shutting down Get Good's defense.
Absolutely right.
Now we are getting into it. This is 5 seconds into our match. Absolute Zero already trying to push it forward. But Luke Akerman with a nice clear. Could be this a goal? Oh, Hopeless gets a nice pinch off of his crossbar. So it's not going to finish. Oh, no. He almost found an own goal there.
Oh, Kiri.
The pressure coming in. Shot after shot. We have 4 shots on goal and 3 saves already.
Almost 5. Oh, my goodness.
30 seconds into this match. Wow, another shot!
There, wow!
Finally, it finds the back of the net for Kiri.
A barrage of shots from Downtown when this game starts. And as soon as Absolute Zero and the rest of Get Good think they have a clear, Kiri comes out with another shot. That one's going to go in as Downtown coming out with an impressive start.
Yeah, Downtown doing really good just to put on a crazy amount of pressure, though. All 3 of them were overextended in that play. If a good clear had been had against them or a pinch, they would not have been able to get back in time, but they didn't have to worry about that as they were able to finish. Kiri now looking to push it forward. Nice pass to Luke Akerman. Ooh, but it gets cleared out by Hopeless with the response. Jakey Poo going for the air for this. Misses the aerial play. Gives Hopeless a good pass to Shen. Oh, but it gets cleared out by Kiri. Now to Absolute Zero, who wants to pass it up to Hopeless. Hopeless not finding the angle, nor did Absolute Zero. But they're returning fast to defense.
Yeah, and...
Nope, Kiri now pushing this forward. Absolute Zero passing it back to his net now. But it looks like they need to get a good clear if they don't want to make this a goal on their end.
Yeah, and like you were saying, a good clear will stop some of these offensive shots. Come on.
Oh my gosh, a nice pass off the crossbar by Kiri gives Jakey Poo another goal.
Trinity just flipped. Trinity, this
Downtown,
is not
wrong
Jesus
team.
Lord. Downtown flipped a switch in the second game. They're almost doing like what Trinity did in their first match. Just coming out with just a non-stop offensive barrage here. And as I'm talking, they almost score another goal. It's just really turning into, they get that win and they just start playing so much better.
Yeah, they've really stepped it up, and they've really not only stepped up their play, but stepped their play over their opponents Get Good. It seems like they have officially gotten good. A close shot by Kiri will not find the net, but constant pressure. This ball hasn't crossed that midfield line back to Downtown's end. for the past little while here. Get Good just trying to find the clears, but they're not able to with the constant passes. But this could be an opportunity. Absolute Zero pushing it forward. Luke Kakerman, though, with a nice stop, giving Shen another opportunity to push it forward. But Jakey Poo is there to challenge it out.
Like you were saying, though, Jesus. Basically, Get Good. I feel like when they pick that name, they just set themselves up for a meme opportunity.
Yeah.
Because now,
you know what? I'll do it. Can I have the pleasure?
okay.
I think Get Good has to get good. Sorry, I had to do that. Hopeless now pushing this forward, pushing the center, going for the redirect. Oh, the corner post. That is so unfortunate for them. That was their opportunity. Now Kiri looking to push this forward. Gets it over one, gets it over two. Now it's Luke Kakerman who's pushing this forward, back center. Absolute Zero clearing it out. Jakey Poo keeping it in for Luke Kakerman. But Hopeless is going to get a pass to Shan, who's going to get a pass to Absolute Zero. These passes back and forth and these tips, like Get Good's touches don't seem to be happening with purpose, and it's not really setting up good opportunities for their teammates.
Yeah, you're right. They haven't been able to set up any good opportunities in this past match. That could be a test, though, to Downtown's defense. They have been stopping them, and they've just been more proactive on the ball. Getting there and contesting touches and ending up having teams question their positioning and whether they should be challenging shots while they're just playing their game is really detrimental toward a victory in this type of tournament environment. So I'd say Downtown, though, just really trying to make this victory more and more decisive.
Yeah, a nice pass coming out from Luke Kakerman. Doesn't end up coming into another goal, though. This is 50 seconds left in this match, so this game definitely isn't over, as Get Good definitely could score a few goals in that time. However, the pressure being put onto them, the possession of Downtown in Get Good's defensive end has just been nearly unstoppable. Kiri coming out with the third goal, only 30 seconds left in this match.
And I feel like that's the dagger. Like Kiri with a great shot comes out. You see all members of Get Good out of position there to go up for a play, and neither of them get to touch near the ball. And Kiri comes through, sends that third goal, and it's looking like Downtown's going to take this.
Yeah, Downtown doing a really good job, really putting the pressure against Get Good. So much so that, they only had 2 shots this game, Get Good did, and Downtown had 14. That difference is really what has made this scoreline seem well earned.
Definitely a well-earned scoreline from Downtown. They were just playing they were just playing very well, very confidently is what I would say, as they take the second game. And just what Get Good lacked is what Downtown were able to take advantage of. They lacked being able to get the hard clears and making great counterattacks, whereas Downtown didn't really need to because they were just constantly on offensive pressure. They only had 1 save coming out of this game, where Get Good has 4. Shot counter over at 12 here for Downtown. Just absolute barrage of just offensive pressure and shots coming out from them.
Yeah, really good job by Downtown to push this forward. I actually just casted Downtown this past weekend, and they did a fairly good job bringing it to the semifinals of a tournament on Sunday. And so they did a good job there, and I'm really excited to see what these guys do later on in this tournament, as they have moved on against Get Good. Get Good, unfortunately, didn't get good enough and are out of this one. Now, we will be going to a short break, but always, just like always, make sure to check out that !Matcherino in the chat of the Twitch stream, so you can support us in everything we do here. Thank you all for supporting us here. Daz, do you have anything else to say before we go to a break?
Stay warm, ladies and gentlemen. It's cold outside.
Yeah. All right, we'll see you guys soon.
Maybe you're tired of the waves that come and knock you off your feet. I'd long to see you on a day when you won't drown. The constant dragging and deceit, your hands been tied and made to greet a life that's bounded to a world that keeps on taking every day. Maybe you're tired of the strains, the lonely highs, the constant rains that seep right through you on the days you're coming down. Maybe relying on horizons where the skies they fill with diamonds. Ain't surprising that the love that you have lost is in your mind.
Where we go, we'll take the highs and lows with us while we see, forever free from here.
Maybe you're tired of the waves that come and knock you off your feet. I'd long to see you on a day when you won't drown. Maybe the answer lies beneath these scattered words. They flood our streets and now the lights without the power flicker on into the night.
Where we go, we'll take the highs and lows with us while we see, forever free from here. So if we go, we'll take the highs and lows with us while we see, forever free from here. So if we go, we'll take the highs and lows with us while we see, forever free from here. So if we go, we'll take the highs and lows with us while we see, forever free from here. Alone in the dark, they travel to freedom. Broken and worn, but they once kept on in the moonlight, the moonlight. I can only wish that one day we'll find the one to keep. The journey is an endless one, to the same love, the same love.
Hello and welcome everyone of your faces back to the Shift Pro League 16th 3v3 Friday weekly tournament. Now, Daz, we have actually some horrible news to announce to everyone. Gabe actually spilled marinara sauce on his carpet. And so although it affects no one here except him, he's in our minds and hearts. Just wanted to let everyone know. But Des, we actually have a great game coming out here. Vertical Sweep, previously Velox GG, versus Underworld. So we have some great players. People probably recognize the names MD22, Macro, Dukinator, and whatnot.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so this should be a pretty good matchup.
Yeah, oh yeah, I think it'll definitely be a good matchup here. You got G-Schwind, DeMarshall, lots of good players who I've seen just over as the many months of me casting tournaments. Always a fan favorite. Love Macro. I'm giving him a quick shout out on Twitter. And like I said, definitely going to be an interesting matchup to see, though. I am going to be in favor, though, of Vertical Sweep in this one.
Yeah. In the meanwhile, before we get these people into the match, I just like to say again, hit up that Match Arena link. It always helps so much, and it's so great that we even have that opportunity to be able to grow our prize pools and grow the organization with a system like Match Arena. They're awesome. And also make sure to follow Daz and I on Twitter. You can hit me up at TomKelly_RL. And Daz, where can they find you?
Find me at iDazrin on Twitter, where you'll see pictures of cars and snow, and if you're Sprinter Day, you'll think it's Curtis. But we got teams jumping in right now, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone's joining in, making sure they're all on the right team here. G-Schwind and I think it was Duke jumping on the wrong team for a second. But it is all sorted out, and the game is underway. 5 minutes on the clock, and the kickoff is started. Quickly goes in the favor of Underworld, and then, the pull shot. Oh my gosh, that was gorgeous.
You're absolutely right. Oh, the pull shot. Talk about a cheat up. Dukinator says, okay, be qualified. You look like you need a little boost. Let me go ahead and tap you up real quick. Nice start up. from Underworld to get into this one, and Vertical Sweep already have a slight hill they have to climb up.
Oh wow, that missed shot by both Duke and Evaquified didn't work out for them very nicely there. But MD22 passed to Marshall. Oh, Evaquified is able to stop it out. There's another one by Macro. Oh, Marshall almost had the redirect there. Macro keeping it in though. Now pass back to Marshall. Marshall passing it to MD22, takes a shot on goal, and that's the equalizer 30 seconds in.
Right, that is the equalizer. Nice pass from Marshall to MD22. MD22 go up right after that ball hits on the backboard, gets a nice angle that sends it right back just under the crossbar. Good job and good angle from MD22 coming out, getting the equalizer for Vertical Sweep. This game is tied up.
Yeah, really good play by them, especially since they got scored on so early on. It was really important for them to take that tie up sooner than later. Wow, but Vequified able to capitalize on a great pass.
Yeah, Vequified comes in. This is a nice pass from Dukinator, and he just is on top of it. That's almost something you have to practice, because ball bouncing off the ceiling right into just, you have a very small margin to make the shot, and he makes it perfectly. Good job by Vequified. Oh, I have to get used to that.
Yeah. Oh, the close shot by Dukinator. Oh,
my
goodness. The return. Oh, this whole play was so fortunate and unfortunate.
It really was, because at first you see Macro and MD22, they come up and get the first save, but Vequified comes in, sitting that ball right back into the same position, and Dukinator just gets the touch to send it in. Now, 2-goal lead. This hill is getting a little bit harder to climb for Vertical Sweep.
Yeah, ever since the third second in this match, Underworld has had a point on the board. Marshall now throwing this forward. Oh, Vequified in a bad position there. Oh, but Dukinator is able to get a nice challenge in the midfield. It is pushed forward by Vequified. Passing it center to gReazy. Oh, Marshall not able to get in a good position for that, but Vequified able to tip it up so that Dukinator can take the shot. Pass to gReazy, who takes the 4th goal of this game.
And right now, Underworld are taking this by a pretty decisive lead here. They are at 3 goals. That's a nice shot from gReazy. Great redirect. He's coming one way, sends the ball the other, just into another small margin shot. They're getting some really good looks out here. And Vertical Sweep, when I say the hill's getting harder to climb, it's definitely getting vertical.
Yeah, oh, definitely. This is very, a 3-goal lead is quite difficult to come back from. However, there's lots of time here to make it up. Still over 3 minutes on the clock for them. MD22 now looking to make the wall play here. But it is gReazy passing it back forward. Marshall didn't get a strong touch on this, but goes for the aerial again, passes it to Macro, who misses the play, gives Vequified a shot on goal that goes up, and now it is, a miss by Dukinator. Lets the ball go back into his own end. Oh, it's a nice clear out by gReazy, but MD22 is trying to return this. Gets a nice touch center to Macro. Macro back, gets the kill, but Vequified is able to follow up. Marshall now takes the shot. Good save out by Vequified. And this is a pass back across center by MD22. This ball going back and forth now, but not a goal found except now Marshall throwing it into that corner of the net.
And Marshall has been moving non-stop for the past 30 seconds. He was challenging members up Underworld for his own boost, moving back and forth, getting nice touches, angling the ball closer and closer to the goal, and he finally got the look he needed. Now, Vertical Sweep, only down 2 now. 2 minutes, 30 seconds left. Game's halfway over. They have time. They can definitely bring this back.
Vequified missing the aerial play. This is up to Marshall now. Oh, he misses it, but Macro passes it forward and gets demoed out by Dukinator for his troubles. It is now Dukinator gets the clear out to gReazy. gReazy gets a nice little tip into his offensive corner. Now it is Dukinator with another demo here. Vequified with the pass center to gReazy. gReazy with a shot. Oh, it gets cleared up by the Marshall. The Marshall going for a wall play. Doesn't get the tip he wanted on the ball. Oh, but that is the pass to gReazy. gReazy doesn't quite find the shot. Now it is back center by Vequified, but he's able to take the boost as well, leaving that play. He takes the boost in his own corner, goes up for the aerial play. Oh, but he doesn't find it. That's an open opportunity by MD22 and the Marshall, but MD22 misses. And that is a bad position for Team Vertical Sweep to be in. as Underworld get back to goal.
Yeah, and Macro had a good look on the shot, but he went too high and ended up sailing over the ball, leaving a, like you said, defensive hole for a vertical sweep. They ended up playing it, keeping it up now, but they need to be more accurate on the ball to apply more consistent pressure to Underworld if they want to come back in this and just a minute left.
Yeah. MD22 looking to push this forward. Dukinator now with a good dunk forward. Now it's Macro. Macro killing it into the corner. Now he doesn't challenge that. He lets Dukinator do what he does with it. But in doing so, Dukinator did not get a good hit on it. Go good pass center to gReazy. gReazy look, gets another double touch there. The Marshall pushing it forward to Macro. Macro taking control of the ball. Popping it back to center to Marshall. Marshall now, he gets dunked out though by Vekified. So Vekified tries to take control of the ball, but Macro is there to challenge him. Macro now. Macro and the Marshall playing the ball together. All gets back past Dukinator. Vertical sweep is down 2 points. Only 30 seconds left in the match. This needs to be the play right here where they start scoring. Otherwise, they could be in trouble moving on in the series.
You're right. They are struggling to make plays happen. They have possession, but if they can't convert, then it's all for nothing right now as they are down 2 goals.
Oh, no!
Oh, my goodness.
That play doesn't end up becoming a goal for vertical sweep. Oh, but that does! That does. And that means 9 seconds left to score one more to tie it up.
That'd be very interesting if we could see an overtime in this game 1. I mean, we saw the cheat goal from Underworld come out at the beginning. If we could see a recreation of that from vertical sweep, then it would be something to see.
Yeah. The play though, back in the defensive end of vertical sweep, it doesn't look like they will be able to keep it up in time. Oh well, it's still up, although that's spiking toward the ground. That's going to be the game winner, Underworld, for the first game in this best of 3.
Yeah, and all props to Underworld for winning this first game here. They ended up coming out strong, and they definitely played off the weaknesses of vertical sweep. They were able to get some nice angle shots in where it was just a tough zone to make. They were able to slip the ball through. You have 10 shots coming out from the whole team as a whole, whereas there's only 7 if you are a vertical sweep, and they just definitely took the game by storm early and just held it on through for the rest of the game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and they did a really good job of that. However, vertical sweep did get that last goal there, and so at the end of the game, the score line, they were only down by 1 point, right? And so this series, although Underworld had a lot of control, and a lot of nice passing plays across their opponent's goal, their overall control of the game was not completely choking, right? And it wasn't really suppressive of vertical sweep. So I'm excited to see if vertical sweep can really come back and force a game 3. I definitely think they can. I definitely think they can because of the game. The first game wasn't that one-sided.
Yeah, you're right. It wasn't one-sided. Vertical sweep were able to come back in the end. But what it's gonna take is really Macro and the rest of the squad just closing the shots out. They can keep the possession. You said it yourself. They can keep the possession lead. They can have them play or have Underworld play on the defense, but they need to start converting these attempts into goals.
Yeah. Already though, vertical sweep putting on some pressure. They won't be able to transition the first play into a goal like Underworld unless this happens. Nope. Macro too high in the air. ND22 killing out high in the midfield. gReazy though passing it forward for his team. But they quickly retreat when they realize they're overextended. MB22, nice little mind game there, looking to push this forward. The Marshall, however, able to clear this out. gReazy, nice little kill back into the center. Marshall going up for a tip forward, but gets dunked out by Dukinator. Dukinator goes flying, as does the ball in the midfield. gReazy just keeping it high and wide. The passes are trying to come in, but none of them go far past the goalpost.
Yeah, great defense from vertical sweep right now. They haven't been able to really take more control. The control has definitely been Underworld's zone. So once they start getting into their offensive premise like they are now, we're gonna see if they can convert. It's really close right now for me to say.
Yeah, shots going back and forth across the net of Underworld. Vertical sweep in the orange, doing a good job in putting the pressure back on, unlike they had last game. MD22 trying to take control of the ball, but for his efforts, he just gets demoed by G-Schwinn. G-Schwinn playing that savage game. Nice shot by Dukinator, but gets saved out by MD22. Now the Marshall, good pass forward to MD22. Oh, MD misses the ball and gets demoed. What a sad day for him. G-Schwinn with a beautiful shot under the crossbar.
That's almost really demoralizing if you are MD22. You get a whiff on a nice shot, then go straight to a demo just to respawn and see G-Schwinn come through and just slam a goal right in your face. You got, it's either demoralizing or it's definitely gonna turn him up to actually knock down some shots.
Yeah, it could do one or the other, the tilt or, the hype, right? It'll make people, different players do different things. We'll see if he can turn it around and make him play better. But it's a shot on goal by MD22, trying to turn it around already. Going for the demo on Vequified. He does get it. Good play by him. Now it is the Marshall trying to push this forward as they are down that one player. For now, Macro looking for the tip center. He does get it. Vequified making a little reverse play there. And now Macro takes the shot on net. Oh, he whiffs the ball. Unfortunate by him. Dukinator, nice tip over MD22. Now it is just the Marshall here in goal to make this save by G-Schwinn. G-Schwinn pressing in center for the Vequified. Vequified not able to find one. Oh, good clear out by MD22. G-Schwinn able to kill it in the corner, but it's going center to the Marshall. Is trying to take a shot here. That's going to be open, and that's tied up. 2 minutes left to go.
Good equalizer from the Marshall, gets in the air and it's able to redirect this slight touch there into an open opportunity because everyone was trying to contest it at the same time. If they weren't, they just weren't anywhere in the play. And Marshall gets the touch that he needs to equalize his game up. Anybody's game now.
Yeah, it definitely is. And this is why I said earlier, before this game started, the vertical sweep had a chance to come back in the second game because this game has looked fairly even. We see a lot of the score lines fairly close. However, we see more saves on the side of vertical sweep as they've been put under pressure just a little bit more than Underworld. Underworld looking to push this forward again. This goes down in front of vertical sweep's net. G-Schwinn taking the ball slow, but just trying to apply the pressure that they need to finish those goals and to make those points. But the ball goes back and forth across the midfield line like ping pong. Here now MD22 pushing this forward again to the Marshall. Marshall with a nice shot on net, although Vequified is going to be there to kind of stop it out to the side. This is now Macro. Macro pushing it high, going for the aerial double touch. He kills it into the center to Marshall. Marshall clearing it out though. This ball, whenever they get these double touches, especially Macro in his offensive end, he just kills it in his offensive corners. And then it gives his opponents an opportunity to clear it. His teammates haven't been cheating up that far enough. Oh, the Marshall with a shot on net. It was a good save by G-Schwinn. And that's going to be cleared out by Dukinator.
Yeah, right now, like you said, they've gotten a lot of good offensive looks, but they're playing a very careful game. I would too. You're down one match already. So you're trying to play safe, but at the same time, you're trying to play aggressive. Those two things don't really go hand in hand together. Oh,
the Marshall! Beautiful shot off the pass by MD22.
Yeah, it was a nice pass. Marshall has been playing the most aggressive out of all of his teammates today. You have Mago playing a little passive, MD22 playing a little in between. But Marshall has been the scorer for vertical sweep, and he's giving them the lead right now.
Yeah, he's doing a really good job on the side of vertical sweep to really try to carry his team to victory, force a game 3, and then take it back. Take the series back in the third game, rather. Vequified, good pass center, but G-Schwinn is not going to be able to find that shot. Now it is up to the Marshall to pass it center to his team. Macro getting to clear out. He'll go for it again. Now it's the Marshall going off for a save. He does get the tip, but it's still going in the goal. Good save by MD22. Oh, the Duke missed an open goal. So did Vequified. Why? Could this be the return? It doesn't matter because they've already got the win. That is vertical sweep with the force of the game 3.
Yes, great job from vertical sweep they ended up really just fighting for this one, and they ended up taking this one 2-1. Both matches have been close. I know both teams are ready to get into this game 3, but you gotta just like look at how this even happened. Vertical sweep, they came through. Like we said, they were playing passive, but at the same time, they were able to take the shots that they needed in order to just bring the lead out and get it through. Nice job from vertical sweep.
Yeah, Vertical Sweep doing a really good job, really turning it around this game. And even at the very end there, if there was one more second in that match, they would have found a third goal, 3-1, uh, which, it's a fairly good scoreline, especially against a team that just beat you.
Yeah, definitely a good scoreline. They're definitely going to look in great form and coming into this game 3. Gonna be excited to see who can take the edge here, Underworld or Vertical Sweep.
Yeah, I've seen Vertical Sweep make a lot of great offensive passes, but Macro, he's gone for a lot of aerials in his offensive end and then stopped the ball, killed it down to the ground just in front of the goal of Underworld. And it's given Underworld a lot of opportunities to clear it, but that's only because Vertical Sweep's offense hasn't been rotating fast enough or expecting that kind of play from Macro. And so maybe if they make a few more plays like that and Macro's teammates are able to follow up on a few more of those tips, then they should do a good job and maybe even take this back. Oh, a good kickoff cheat by MD22 and follow for the final goal.
Oh, wow. And like you said, MD22 with the cheat. That's coming in really aggressive. They want to take that win. And, man, in style, too, I would say. MD22 gives Vertical Sweep this early lead.
Yeah, that 1-0 lead with that 3 seconds into the match. Oh, a good demo onto Vequified. This will be cleared up by the Marshall. Marshall going for it again. Nice pass across the center. That was barely going to hit the side post there. Oh, what a shot by Macro. Trying to put that in. Not finding it, though, as it gets cleared out by Dukinator. No, it gets dunked back by MD22. Now the Marshall. Now to Macro. Macro killing it down. But he nor his teammates were there to follow up, except on the wall where Macro is waiting. Macro off the wall to MD22. Dukinator pops it up to himself. This will be a shot on goal here. But Marshall's able to save it and clear it back out to gSchwinn, who just puts it back on their own net. Now the Marshall pushing it forward now. Oh, it's actually up to MD22 now to make the play. MD22 good, 50-50 in the midfield. gSchwinn pushing it forward again. Ever since that goal at 4 minutes and 57 seconds, we really haven't found much here.
Yeah, both teams haven't been able to convert goals, but I've been looking at how the rotation sweep has worked, and although Dukinator has been a very passive member on the team, there are holes that are in both teams' rotations, more so in Underworld's rotations, but it's gonna be, oh my god.
Wow. gSchwinn trying to pop that ball down in front of his opponent's net, barely not finding it as his opponents get the clear though. Oh, nice shot by Marshall. Oh, hits the corner bar. Vequified able to clear it out as well. Marshall trying to pass it back to his teammate here. Macro killing it back center. All of his teammates are backwards though, as that ball doesn't find the net. Marshall with a good dunk forward again. Now this is up to Macro to make the play. Passes it forward, but Dukinator is able to save it and clear it out again. A lot of players on Vertical Sweep now are both going for the ball. It's not good on their part. Maybe a lack of communication as well. Good pass from Duke to Vequified to gSchwinn, but they're not able to find the goal after 3 shots in a row.
After 3 shots and a few minutes now, no one's been able to convert any goals. Good if you are Vertical Sweep.
Oh! Vequified comes up huge with that aerial goal.
Vequified comes up, like you said, ties up this game. He goes into the air, MD22 in goal, but that's hard to predict. And he ends up doing a feels backflip, redirecting it into his own net. I know he feels some type of way about it, but now the game is tied up. Who can take the edge? Underworld or Vertical Sweep? My money's still on Vertical Sweep on this one.
Yeah, Vertical Sweep are doing a really good job on keeping control of the ball and getting those clears out and making those possession plays in their opponent's end. But their defense has been on point as well. MD22 He looked like he gave up on that one until it hit the corner post. It was a very close play for him to just kind of sit there like that. MD22 now trying to put it on net. Gets cleared up by the Duke. But Macro returns quickly. Ooh, great save from Vequified. Means that the Marshal has a free shot forward. Macro gets a demo on the goalie, and that gives them the opportunity to take the shot in the goal.
That is beautiful. Macro already hit a demo, was going for mid boost, sees the opportunity. You have Dukinator coming up for the challenge, and you have Marshall in the goal. All you have to do is get the ball, pass Dukinator, Marshall will clean it up, and that's exactly what he did. Great job from Macro on the assist, and good job from Marshall closing that out. Vertical sweep, have the lead now.
Oh, wow. A nice power shot by Jishwin trying to get that in the goal. This is MD22 now looking to pass it to his teammate. Macro up in the air. He decides to back out on that one and give his teammate the Marshal the opportunity to clear this out from his own defensive end. Is that an open goal besides Duke? Let's see if he can pop it in. Duke is able to get that save, however. Now it's Macro going up for this little tip. He does get it past the first offender, but Vacrified is there to follow up. Ooh, misses the wall hit. Jishwin pops it up to his teammate. Now that is back center to Jishwin. Oh no, Macro's able to kill it out instead, and MD22 constantly looking to push it forward and apply pressure so that when they waste time in this clock, they still have that lead.
Yeah, they are definitely trying to run out the clock right now, and they're doing well. They are applying pressure. As long as they can keep their rotations tight to the point where the defense is covered, they should have this in the bag. But Underworld, if they can break through, it'll be a tie game, and we'll go into OT.
Yeah, nice little kill by Vecrified here. MD22 looking to push this back center. He waits patiently, though, on the wall and lets Jishwin pass it to him. Oh, what a double touch coming down from the wall, down from the corner. But it gets cleared back to the center by Macro. The pressure has just been unsurmountable by vertical sweep against Underworld, and Underworld hasn't been faring well against it.
Yeah, you're right, but it only takes one touch. If they can get a large clear and no one's on defense because they're too busy pressuring, this game could be over with. But it looks like they're going to keep the pressure good, and it looks like vertical sweep might be able to take this.
Yeah, vertical sweep doing a really good job on applying that pressure and keeping it, suppressing Underworld's attempts at getting the clears and getting the passes forward that they need. Really good job by him with them winning out and taking this series 2-1.
Yes, great job from every member of Vertical Sweep here. Macro had a good assist coming out. They all have 4 shots across the board. And 4 shots per player, I should say. And Marshall was the shooter in game 2, ended up scoring a goal in game 3. MD22 was just the man with the plan all over the field, got to most saves on his team, and also scored. Vertical Sweep definitely earned that win, and they are moving on.
Yeah. Yes, they will be. And it's something that's really interesting actually on the scoreboard. We see Macro, the Marshal, and MD22. That each of them all had the same amount of shots. They all had 4 shots on goal. 12 shots on goal is a lot for a team, but usually it's one of the teammates or 2 of them kind of passing it back and forth and making the offensive plays together. But this time, Vertical Sweep seems really well-rounded and able to make all the plays as a team rather than individually and that really comes up big with, that kind of play style is really successful.
Oh yeah, it does, and they definitely had great team play. They played to each other's strengths, tried to cover each other's weaknesses, and that's what you need in a successful, solid team. And that's why they were able to take that game off Underworld. Underworld played a great game, but they just weren't able to close it out due to the amount of pressure that Vertical Sweep was applying, and Vertical Sweep applied it well. So the fact that they were able to apply it without getting caught out, without having Underworld get a large clear on them, just shows how good of a team they are.
Yeah. That was really good on their part. Especially going down in the first game of that series, then coming back. We've seen a number of those in this tournament so far. So it's really nice to see. It's really great to see that we're not getting any really crushing defeats out of any of these series, because close series are the best series. Now, actually, in this next match we are loading up into here, we have Selfless versus Undestined. Undestined and Selfless. We have names you will all know. We have Dappur, Mijo, and Moses on the side of Selfless. But on the side of Undestined, we have Oreo, Austin, and Raze. So this should be a great matchup. Do you have any predictions for this matchup?
Since
Red
Selfless has won the most SPLs ever, I'm gonna go with Selfless. They've won more than any team.
That's
safe. I'm gonna go with them. Pick the safe pick, but yeah. You can't really call this.
Yeah, just to create drama, even though Moses just scored, I'm gonna say Undestined is the underdog, so I'm gonna go with them. And saying that right as Moses is scoring, that feels so bad.
Right now, Selfless with that 1-goal lead.
Yeah, so Moses had a great little rebound off the wall there and was able to catch an angle that Undestined didn't expect. But this is now Oreo trying to clear this out. Does tip it up to Raze, who takes a nice shot on goal. Moses kills it out to the side to his teammate Mio. Now it's Oreo. Oreo trying to catch up to that ball and clear it out. The pinch by Raze, but Dappur gets in the way. Now it's Mijo as well, killing it down to Raze, who gets a clear to Austin. Austin not able to find that one, but it is now it's Oreo trying to challenge this one, push it forward. It is Moses. Moses to Mijo. Mio takes a shot on net, but it is Austin to clear it out. Dappur and Moses constantly putting a little bit more pressure here, but they haven't been able to find one past that first one. Nice demo coming out from Mio, and Raze trying to make these plays, but they have not been able to.
Yeah, they definitely have not been able to. Undestined, after that first goal, just turned up their defense right now. Not letting any type of ball get past. Although they've had close opportunities, Oreo and the rest of Undestined are just not having it today.
Yeah, Austin actually was going for a little freestyle there in the air. I was secretly praying that he had made that goal. Nice tip by Dappur. That angle was a beautiful one in the air. Now it's up to Raze to get it past Moses. He can't. Moses is too fast on the trigger. And now it is back to Mio with the shot on net. Really good placement by him. Oreo can't get there in time.
Like you said, great placement. Ends up beating Oreo to this one. You see Dappur get the 50-50 in the favor. Mijo quick on it. And Oreo, before he could get there, was already in the top left post of his goal. And right now, Selfless with that 2-goal lead. 3:13 left.
Now this kickoff goes in the favor of Undestined. Moses able to kill it out, though, although there were two in the air against him. Austin not finding what he wanted to. Moses having to correct himself. That's an open for Austin. Oh, no!
Wow.
Dribbles it into the post and then pinches it out for his teammate. That was really unfortunate on his part, although he did try to go for a really quick turnaround with the ball when he saw his opportunity. That flick was not in his favor. Now it's up to Moses. Now it's up to Raze. Raze pushing it forward. Mijo pushing it back in. Dappur with a nice dunk forward. He's not able to find it as it bounces off his post. That's a nice aerial hit by Raze pushing it forward. Moses now pushing it forward again. Oreo killing it forward for his team. Raze not finding the backwards hit that he wanted. But now it is up to Raze again to take the clear and take an offensive opportunity for his team. There's Oreo again passing it high. Austin not able to get there in time. Now it is up to Mio, then to Dappur for the beautiful passing play into the goal.
Like you said, three-point passing play here. Moses to Mijo, and right back to Dappur with a beautiful touch here. Throws Raze off. By the time he touches it, he's just sending it more in his goal. One play coming out from Oreo, and man, that was beautiful. I love it. Selfless just coming out, taking this game one strong.
Yeah, the difference between passes and setting up your team and the passes that Selfless makes, Selfless passes it straight to their teammate, right? Yeah, I can clear a ball forward to my teammate, but I can't place that ball like Selfless can. Selfless has been doing a really good job on that, as we saw in the last play. Dappur now trying to keep this forward in their end. Moses passing it forward to Mijo. Dappur almost made that one instead. Austin looking to clear this forward. Gets a nice aerial pass to Raze, who follows up. Oh, he doesn't get that dunk. I thought he did, but Oreo now trying to kill it and rotating back to goal. Nice clear by Oreo. Will give him an opportunity. No, his first clear goes a little wide, and then his second shot barely misses the goal.
And right now they're trying hard to break through Selfless right now. Selfless are applying a lot of pressure, but they just can't convert. You saw Austin miss open opportunity, and now we see Oreo take another miss as well. And it's just really tough for them. Whereas if you look at Selfless, they're just doing it very simply right now.
Yeah, Selfless is doing a really good job in controlling the whole game. The moment it goes into their end, they get a beautiful clear, and that is another pass from Moses to Dappur for the 4th goal, 40 seconds left in this game.
4th goal coming out, and they are just having a good time, really. I mean, for Undestined, it's going to be very tough to come back in this match all along. I would say that this first game should just be sort of a write-off type thing, but definitely some work that's going to be needed to be done to get into the second one.
Yeah, for sure. That is Mijo with another one. 5-0 with only 25 seconds left on the clock. What does Undestined need to do next game to keep them in this tournament?
That's going to be really tough for them, just because you have to be able to disrupt the flow that Selfless are on right now. They have their own flow of ways that they can play the ball to. On each touch, they position themselves almost perfectly to where one person, if they're going up for a challenge, they can just set another person up immediately. So you have to disrupt the setup and then also just take more control of the ball. They definitely need more possession, and they just need to also be on top. They have a lot to do. I say they just have to take it one at a time.
Yeah, one step at a time when you're playing against a team like Selfless. Selfless winning Shift Pro League's Friday tournaments fairly often, right? It seems like something that their skill level is able to just come in and kind of just sweep up the money and walk out of there. However, early on in these rounds, we will find games like this 5-0 against semi-pro teams. Undestined doing a really good job of this game, but against Selfless, they're kind of being drowned out.
Yeah. I was talking to SPL's own Jasher one day, and he said something that kind of resonated me, which shows the difference between some two members' teams. He says most teams, we were having a conversation between NA and EU, but the point still kind of brought it up with me. Most teams, they just go for like long hits and hit the ball as hard as possible and try to make counterattacks, whereas some people actually turn this game into an art. And I feel like Selfless is one of the teams that do that. Just watching them is just entertaining in its own.
Yeah, Selfless has been doing a really good job. Whenever that ball goes on their defense, they just get a really strong hit, and the power clear will help them get it out. That's really been the story of this game and series so far. Now, Undestined's Oreo looking for an air dribble play forward. He doesn't quite find it as Moses gets the clear against Austin. But now Mijo looking to get the double touch off the wall. He doesn't find it, but he does get the clear to Dappur, who gets dunked up by Raze. Oh, but this offensive opportunity here by Oreo, passing it forward to his teammates, might come to something. He ends up passing it back instead, so that Austin gets an opportunity. Goes straight back center to Moses, who takes a shot on that. Now there's Oreo again looking to clear this forward. Now, Undestined needs to find these offensive plays to get a few goals. Oh, nice shot by Austin. The power on that corner hit was incredible, but Dappur with a beautiful save to keep that one out of their net and to secure their shutout so far in the series.
Yeah, Dappur caught that ball like a catch-a-catch. It's a fastball from the pitcher. It was a really good stop from him, and if Undestined would have scored that goal, it would have changed the kind of pace and the vibe that these games have been having. So far, though, the game has been scoreless. Oh, my God.
What an angle! Oh, Ray's almost with that shot. Beautiful aerial by him. But Dappur just on point with his saves now. He has 3 saves, which is more than anyone else in the game. He has 3 of the 5 saves in the entire match. Moses now pushing it forward. A nice clear out to him. Now to Mijo. But it is Ray's. Now to Austin. Austin looking to kill this out. Oreo gets the clear forward, but now it is to Austin and Mijo. Passing it forward to Dappur. Dappur's in the air for it, but Ray's is able to kill it out to the side. Ray's is following, but the shot on net won't find one by Moses. But this offensive opportunity here by Ray's could be something. Passing back center to his teammate, Oreo. Oreo can't find the shot, however. This ball going back across the midfield line. We've seen multiple offensive opportunities by Undestined. We see they have 3 shots on goal, which is the same as Selfless. But neither team can finish. I think this is really good for Undestined, seeing how they got crushed in the first game.
Yeah, definitely good for Undestined, being able to get these saves and being able to apply pressure. You're getting Dappur instead of him sending shots to you. He's got savior medals, so he hasn't taken a shot all game, and that's kind of what you want to do if you are this team. Get these guys on the defense, keep them from trying to score on you half the time, and end up trying to make shots of your own. So definitely a great turnaround if you are Undestined.
Yeah, Undestined doing a really good job on keeping the ball out of their net so far this game. I don't want to jinx them, though, and say that, and then they get scored on right away. However, they have been just playing really well here. Now it is Oreo clearing this out. Moses can't quite find the kill forward. Now it's Ray's and Oreo looking for a pinch, not able to get it. But it is Ray's again, killing it back in the side. Dappur and Mijo passing it center to Moses. Ray's able to kill this back out in the center. You can notice how it always takes more than 1 or 2 hits from the side of Undestined to get a full clear on that ball. They have to take possession. They have to dribble it because their power hits are not being set up for them. Because Selfless is doing such a good job here, and Moses with a beautiful shot.
And Moses gets the first goal into this game here. Dappur with the setup. They were in Undestined side of the field for too long, and they got comfortable with the offensive pressure, and then they were able to just get into their own vibe, and that's what really attributed to that goal there. And now Undestined have some work to do. They are under a timer right now.
Yeah, they need to score a goal to force the overtime and to force that game 3. Otherwise, they will be losing this series and dropping out of this tournament. They've been doing a really good job so far, moving on to the 3rd round. However, it is up to Ray's now to get this clear. He does get it to Oreo. Oreo not finding the shot. Moses is able to get there to dunk him out. Austin gets stopped out by Dappur as well. Now it is Mijo with the pass back. However, it's a little hard. Oh, but Mijo is able to finish the quick turnaround by Dappur.
Yeah, and with only 35 seconds left, it's looking bleak if you are Undestined. Oreo tried to get the clear, but ends up coming into a pinch situation with Mijo, sends that ball in. And now, Selfless with a 2-goal lead, 35 seconds, they're sitting real pretty.
Yeah, Selfless, since they're 2 up, and they've had so much pressure this game, they just haven't let Undestined do anything as Dappur scores another one. So many goals in such a short amount of time.
Yeah, I feel like once the first goal was gotten, Undestined started to get shaken up. And then once they got shaken up, the Selfless just applied more and more pressure. And now that they're just going to keep bringing the lead as far as possible until they know like it's secure, or just until the game's over.
Yeah, they only have 20 seconds left until they win this game, if nothing changes on the scoreboard. We always note that you can never count a Rocket League team out, as there's so much that can go wrong for your opponents so quickly. However, with 3 seconds left, that ball will be touching the ground, and the winner will be Selfless. Selfless doing a great job. Mijo actually, I thought it was the safest thing to say. Oh, the ball will touch the ground. Oh, and the winner will be Selfless. No, Mijo's like, you know what, Tom? I'm not gonna let you be right. I'm gonna make sure the ball doesn't touch the ground, and I'm gonna score it. That's your second goal is the only way I could be wrong. I tried, Mijo. Come on, man. Come on.
Oh man, Selfless taking that game by 4. Well, the scoreline makes it look like it was by force, but it was hard fought. Destiny held in there for a majority of the match, and they fought their hearts out. But once Selfless got that first goal, it was already over with. Good job by Selfless and Undestined in that two goal match or two game match. I'm sorry.
Yeah, really good job by Selfless. This was kind of the expected outcome. However, I think it's really important to note, to Undestined's credit, that there were no goals in this game until almost 4 minutes into it.
Yeah.
They had capped a 0-0 scoreline for that entire match. And then once Selfless drew first blood with that first nice shot by Moses, it just turned around and they quickly scored a few more in a row, really shutting down Undestined. And however, I have to give it credit to Undestined. They played very well in that last game, putting up a great fight against Selfless. But I am super hyped to watch the last rounds of this tournament where Selfless is moving on into the semis and the finals. Maybe the finals. We don't know yet. We don't know. We'll see. We'll see who calls it.
On the Selfless tourney already?
Oh my gosh! Please no. Is this a Selfless Pro League? Is that it? Is that what SPL stands for? We actually have, moving on forward into this tournament, we actually have a new set of casters coming your way. So Daz and I, although the Chicago cast has to leave because we need to go shovel our driveways and turn up the heat. And so we will be moving on to Curtis and Stage 1 Hypertension Inanimate J. I know those two guys are actually really great buddies, so it should be a great cast.
Yeah, I love Inanimate J. I love Curtis. Supposed to be casting one earlier, but I went out to buy my PC. Don't tell nobody.
Okay. Don't tell anybody. We're live on stream. Okay.
So gonna be very excited to see those two take over. It was fun coming out with you, Tom. Always a pleasure. Thanks, Shiv. Thanks, Gabe. Hope you're enjoying your pizza with your spilled marinara sauce. And also, just thanks to everybody behind the scenes for making this possible. People in chat, don't forget to type in the Matcherino code to help support Shift Pro League so they can bring us more beautiful tournaments like this one.
All right. Thank you, Daz. And thank you, everyone, for watching. We will be right back with a new set of casters and new matches.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, for the Shift Pro League Weekly 3v3 tournament. Here tonight with Dazrin.
I am Curtis. That is Silent Echo over there.
Something for his team. He pops that up. Can anybody get there? Donger going for the mid-air collision. Doesn't get the angle on that, but he goes for the second try. Rolo is there, and he gets up and over. We are tied with 11 seconds to go here in the first match. Bronco gets a little bit of a touch. The countdown is going. The crowd is excited. Is anything going to happen? The ball hanging out. A zero. Oh no! Comes in. Get any kind of semblance of normal play going, we might get through the rest of this match. Origin sends that up.
Oh no!
Out and just to get in there. Leaves it up in these last 10 seconds. Can anything happen? Origin is there! He scores it with 5 seconds left to go, putting Remedy up here in the final seconds. For saves at the same time, but they're able to come back. As I talked about that, and Origin comes in to smash that in. We got the countdown going. Kona making a desperate attempt here. Kazoo is up and Fatality is up. And another sub 10-second goal. Fatality tying it up 3.4 seconds.
Lets that go. We'll send looking at contact on it, up and over half. This is going to be a shot from Chrome, redirecting score 2-0 lead. Vince, up in the air. Nice tap. This is going to be Chrome. Chrome leaves it there for Hot Wheels City. He'll get it through. 30 seconds left. But it's going the wrong way for Deception at this point. Back to half we go. This is Bell. Bell off the corner wall, corrupted there! Angle scores! 19 left, and it's a 2-2 score. Tapped off the sidewalk. Timbers. Shaves the ceiling with it. This is a pass. That's an angle. Oh, what a play! By classic Stanley. Give me a quick 104 left. Don't count them out. This could be the game right here. It's just a close. Hot Wheels Sid puts them ahead. 4 unanswered goals in Game 4 of the finals. Do you believe? Very, very close to calling it here. 1 second. Gino Cobb. And that's it. Revival have come back with 4 unanswered goals in the Game 4 of the finals to win the series 4-0. They sweep to the championship.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, for the Shift Pro League Weekly 3v3 tournament. Here tonight with Dazrin.
I am Curtis. That is Silenico over there.
Something for his team. He pops that up. Can anybody get there? Donga going for the mid-air collision. Doesn't get the angle on that, but he goes for the second try. Rolo is there and he gets up and over. We are tied with 11 seconds to go here in the first match. Bronco gets a little bit of a touch. The countdown is going. The crowd is excited. Is anything going to happen? The ball hanging out. A 0-50 goal. Oh no, comes in. Get any kind of semblance of normal play going, we might get through the rest of this match. Origin sends it up.
Oh, no!
Out and just get in there. Leaves it up in these last 10 seconds. Can anything happen? Origin is there! He scores it with 5 seconds left to go, putting Remedy up here in the final seconds. For saves at the same time, but they're able to come back. As I talk about that, and Origin comes in to smash that in. We got the countdown going. Kona making a desperate attempt here. Kazoo is up and Fatality is up. And another sub 10-second goal. Fatality tying it up 3.4 seconds.
Lets that go. Hot Wheels Sid looking at contact on it, up and over half. This is going to be a shot from Chrome. Redirecting score 2-0 lead. Vince up in the air. Nice tap. This is going to be Chrome. Chrome leaves it there for Hot Wheels Sid. He'll get it through. 30 seconds left. But it's going the wrong way for Deception at this point. Back to half we go. This is Bell. Bell off the corner wall, corrupted there. Angle scores. 19 left, and it's a 2-2 score. Tapped off the sidewalk. Timbers shaves the ceiling with it. This is a pass. That's an angle. Oh, what a play by Classic Stanley. Give me a Twitch, please. 104 left. Don't count them out. This could be the game right here. It's just a close. Hot Wheels Sid puts them ahead. 4 unanswered goals in Game 4 of the finals. Do you believe? Very, very close to calling it here. 1 second. Gino Cobb. And that's it. Revival have come back with 4 unanswered goals in the Game 4 of the finals to win the series 4-0. They sweep to the championship. All right, guys, welcome back. This is the semifinal number 1 of Shift Pro League's Weekly number 16. I am Curtis, and a new caster has entered the game. It is Stage 1's Inanimate J. Inanimate J, how's it going, sir?
Not bad. I finally figured out that the way to get on the cast past the quarterfinals is to quit and get in the booth. So there's that, right?
Only took you, what, 6 months?
Nah,
So
August, 5 months, 5 months. Yeah, no, it feels good, man. Feels good.
Work. But we got ourselves a heck of a matchup here. It's Ascension, which is stacked at the moment. It is DarkFire, it is Klassux, and it is Vince. And then there's what I like to see with Kronovi, with Chrome, and a new European has come across the pond in gReazy Meister, who's playing in his 2nd tournament of the day. And they've already got it to the semifinals. That's good stuff from those guys.
Yeah, it'd be really interesting to see how gReazy fits in with Kronovi and Chrome. It's essentially a pickup team going up against a roster that I've seen play together a little bit in Vince, DarkFire, and Klassux. Yep. And one thing I've noticed in my history is pickup teams that come together minutes or hours before tournaments, they tend to struggle a little bit against teams that have that kind of chemistry, that understanding with each other. But as you know, I mean, we're in the semifinals. Obviously, they're doing something right. It's just a matter of can they do that against the high-level competition that we're going to see in these next few matches.
Yeah, and it's going to be a good one to see. So we're going to send the messages to the teams to get them going. We are going to start up this first semifinal. It is a best of 5 for a seat in the grand final, and we'll get and everybody looks like they are joining. It's going to be the Ascension squad in the blue, and that's what I'd like to see in the orange. Waiting on gReazy to join the game now, as he is in the lobby. Where's he at? Come on.
Come on, gReazy.
Come on, gReazy. Where
Can't
you
be
at?
that tired. Can't be that
Oh,
tired.
come on. Where is he? Did he fall asleep? No. Okay, so we have 2, and I think all right, we're good. They are playing. It looks like nobody's asking for a restart. We are underway as this ball is going to go over half. gReazy going to follow this. It's my second time calling him today. Should be fun. It's a shot by Kronovi. It'll be stopped there. Headed the other way is Klassux. Klassux going to put it off the sidewall, interrupting that at the net. A good shot. Rebound coming out is taken away by Klassux, and he'll put it into the corner. 30 seconds in. Looks like the ball's hemmed into the blue end at the moment. We're over the halfway line. Vince through the corner. Kronovi puts it off that corner wall. In comes Klassux. Going to put it off the corner again. It's just hemmed in there. Again, back to half, and no real direct shots or threats as of yet.
No, it's a little bit bad. Oh, never mind.
Never mind.
Okay.
As I said, that Caster's Curse. Chrome,
Caster's Curse. Anytime you throw it to me, something happens. Get findable in here. I could sell this to him. Chrome, great angle on that one. DarkFire tries to get up. He just can't get that double jump up in time. And as he gets it off the nose, the angle just keeps carrying into the upper corner. 1-0 here for That's What I Like to See.
45 seconds in, they get the first strike. And that's a play for gReazy. Tap back from Chrome and gReazy.
Oh.
Great 1-2 pass play. 2-man game for That's What I Like to See.
So gReazy gets really lucky here that he gets bumped by Klassux and stays on the ball. Puts it right in front of Chrome, who just makes a little tap in front. gReazy's following it up, able to put that one in clean. Nobody at home for Ascension, and it's a 2-0 game inside a minute.
That's really, really nice stuff from the That's What I Like to See, guys. Back is gReazy. He will follow this in. Kronovi's going to need to turn and make a play on this. Nope, he will wait. Chrome goes aerial on this, gets a nose on it, puts it deep into Ascension territory. Coming off the sidewall is Kronovi. gReazy up for this. He's going to go basically wall to wall into the corner. gReazy follows that. Kronovi is there. Goes in front of the net. gReazy follows and interrupts. It goes wide of the left post. Couldn't quite get it in on that particular play. We're a minute and a half in. It still remains 2-0 until there. Chrome puts it in the left corner, make it 3-0.
Were you trying to throw that over to me again? I'm pretty sure you were trying to throw that over to me.
It was a thought.
Chrome just gets this angle perfect. It's right inside the near post. Klassux is trying to get there. Looked like he might have been low on boost. Nothing he can do about that one. It needed to be challenged in the air off the bounce out of the corner. And unfortunately for Ascension, they're down 3-0 to a really good squad with a pair of world champions on it.
Yeah, this is a fantastic start for the That's What I Like to See squad, and Ascension really been slapped in the mouth. I don't know if the competition level up through the quarters has really measured up to what they're going to face here, and that may be a detriment.
Yeah, and I want to see Ascension try and keep the ball in the That's What I Like to See end for at least a little while here. They've been under siege since about the 30-second mark of this game. Vince and DarkFire are just not really able to get the ball downfield and keep it there for any length of time. You can see they're off the sidewalls trying to juggle it with each other, but really there's no pressure, and it's an easy clear for gReazy now.
Back is DarkFire. DarkFire going to put this off the sidewall, work on a long clear, interrupted by Chrome right at the intersection, going to drop it underneath the bar, and a good clear by Vince to take it away from the goal line. We're approaching halftime. It's 3-0. Klassux in the corner. It's DarkFire going to try to go for this. It's put into the air in front of him. He can't recover, and gReazy back the other way. DarkFire pass across. There's a little 3-man clear as Vince is going to put it deep into the Like to See corner. Vince again keeps it in. Klassux going to put this off the corner wall. Vince is up. He will win that 50. It goes off the back. DarkFire off the back again. No accuracy on the shot, but he had Chrome completely in his face there.
Yeah, Chrome getting a really good dunk on that one to keep the ball away. DarkFire had exactly 0 angles to shoot at with how far Chrome got into his face there. Pretty sure that they might have been kissing grills if not for the ball.
DarkFire going to put this through the corner. Off the intersection. Drops it to the halfway line. Interrupted by Kronovi. Vince gets in front of him. Takes it away. Over half is gReazy. gReazy going to take a shot here underneath the bar. Perfectly placed from him. And a 1:08 ping. Not bad for him. It's 4-0.
Yeah, not bad. Just no challenge on this ball as the near post. I'm honestly not sure what happened to Klassux there. He got caught on the goal line again. gReazy just has the ability to get there. Time, space, anything he needs to make that ball go exactly where he wants it. And puts it right under the bar. Just no chance for Klassux there.
That's a great shot from a very, very good player, to say the least. And Kronovi going to put another one in. They are running away with game 1. Got to see something here from Ascension, if not for just game 2.
Yeah, this is snowballing here as Klassux and Vince just come together. I got it, you take it. And Kronovi says, okay, I'll deal with this one. Puts it in for the 5-0 goal.
Yeah, this is interesting. This is not the DarkFire, Vince, or Klassux that we're used to seeing. 3 generally from different teams coming together, as Chrome actually going to put another one in here. He's going to get on the board, make it 6-0, 90 seconds left.
Yeah, Ascension probably looking towards game 2 now, or just waiting for the chance to get a Brazil setup late here, as they're just not challenging that ball on the backboard one bit. It's like Kronovi just drops it right onto Chrome. Nobody's challenging either player for that's what I like to see. And you got the feeling that Ascension's just trying to run the clock out here.
Yeah, and no doubt about that, and see if they can get into a game 2 where they have back to an even score. As of right now, that is a Kronovi play towards the net, but Vince is equal to that. Klassux is going to rotate behind him. Now he'll give it up to Klassux. Klassux up. They're in the same spot at the same time, going after the same ball, which is a detriment. This will be a nice play off the back. They need to get one here near the post, just wide though, and it remains a 6-0 ball game. This game likely over. Are you seeing anything spacing-wise that Ascension is doing wrong that's putting them in bad places?
Well, I feel like the tilt train came off the rails really early on this one, probably about the 3-0 mark, after about the minute and a half point in the game, where you could start to see Vince and Klassux just starting to look like they don't care. I think they're just trying to find the fun in the game again when you're down 6-0 against Kronovi, gReazy, and Chrome. Yeah. Just, try and find a little bit of joy in it, reset yourselves for game 2. It's a 5-game series. They're not out of it yet, but
no, not at all.
It's a momentum builder for the orange team here.
Yeah, and it needs some adaptations on their game plan, because what they're doing right now is definitely not working. gReazy going to put this towards the crossbar. It'll be taken off just above that bar, and it'll be Kronovi putting it back in the corner. 7 seconds to go. That's going to be all she wrote. Kronovi is waiting above the net. He's going to put it down for gReazy, who's going to air roll into this. He tries something fancy. Did not work out on this play. Just a matter of how this one's going to end, either 6-0 or 7-1. 6-0 is what we're looking at. Like to see able to get the first game. They take a 1-0 lead in the series.
Trying to figure out your math there. It ends either 6-0 or 7-1 with 0 seconds left.
Sorry. Caster math. Easy caster math.
It's fine. A 7-0 or 6-1 is where we were going. But 7 saves out of Ascension, 3 from Vince and DarkFire each, with Klassux picking up the rear at 1. But Klassux not really able to make any chances. He didn't really have chances at saves, because the shots that were going against him when he's on the goal line just perfectly placed by either Kronovi or gReazy to to end up scoring there. As DarkFire talking about the boost causing FPS drops in the chat there. And two shots out of Ascension, like I was saying early on, they were under siege for a good portion of that game. They just could not clear the ball effectively. They were being picked off at midfield by a really good midfield press from that's what I like to see.
1 second. I'm just trying to see. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, I was just watching quick chat, making sure they weren't going to be changing anything at the moment. So to see. Yeah, that's that hasn't been any kind of confirmed, but if it is causing issues, then that's something we'll have to look at later. But at the moment, we don't really have anything against it, so there's not much we can do for that boost. But game 2, I mean, depending on how serious the FPS drops are, I'm not sure where to go with that at this point. I'm not sure if it's really causing a huge advantage the other way.
Well, to be honest, from a spectator point of view, I'm not seeing frame drops. So, to be fair, I'm also on a $3,500 machine, so that could be part of the reason.
Yeah, that's a fair point.
In terms of adaptations out of Ascension, just want to see a little bit better.
DarkFire. How about a better start? Make it 1-0, 19 seconds.
Klassux getting a good run up the boards here. Just waits for this one. Sees Kronovi actually make a bit of a whiff there up in the corner. Not sure if that was a bit of a mind game from Klassux or Kronovi just missing an easy touch, and it lets Klassux drop that ball straight down onto DarkFire for the first goal.
20 seconds in, they have the first strike. They're going to go off the board with this. Get the second touch, and Vince able to put it in. And it looks like this is going back the other way now, as a couple of kickoff goals are going to make for a nice start for these guys.
Yeah, Crow just not able to get the touch off of Klassux. He puts the ball past him, and then Crow getting the demo instead lets the ball drop. As 2 players for that's what I like to see actually went up for the challenge. and they end up being out of position. Easy goal for Vince.
Klassux going to try to take this up the wall, looking for a bit of an air carry, but it goes off the ceiling instead. That's right in front. DarkFire going to get 3. 34 seconds in, and it's complete reversal of fortune here.
Seeing Get Somewell in the chat, Vince was the answer. I disagree. Klassux actually doing something this game was the answer. He's been critical on all 3 goals so far for Ascension, setting up, either being the assisting pass or setting up the eventual play that leads to a goal. And you want to talk snowball? Here we go again.
Yeah, there you go. Let's see what Vince has in store for us here. It's going to go off the side ramp. Kronovi up to meet Vince. Loses that 50. Good touch from Chrome. gReazy up. He's going to whiff on this. Kronovi turns. Waits. Vince going to make contact. Goes a little bit slower. He has a shot here. This is a save for Chrome as he's able to take it away. And gReazy's going to put it off the back ramp. Kronovi. Deep play off the side. Going towards the short side is Chrome, and it will be saved there by DarkFire. Vince goes across with this. Kronovi up in the air, met really well by Klassux. Taken by Chrome. Kronovi looking for a tap into the middle. It will go by him. Play off the ceiling. Coming in is gReazy, I believe. Nope, it's going to be 2 members of Ascension instead. Now gReazy off the board. Chrome with the rebound. Not going to happen. And Kronovi comes in late. Now there's an opportunity the other way. We're a minute and a half in. This is a 2v1 situation. Dangerous stuff as Vince not able to get that one done. 3:24 left.
Yeah, DarkFire doing a really good job to follow up his own play, getting it out of his zone. Unfortunately, they just ran out of time to make the final touch. It was a great shot by Chrome. DarkFire making that save. Like I said, Klassux is starting to play a little bit better. It's almost like the first game just wasn't quite there. And now that he's warmed up a little bit and they have a 3-0 lead, I think Ascension are going to grow into this one and probably push this more in their favor.
That's a Chrome play off the short side coming in. Good save, Vince. The right place, right time for him, and it remains a 3-0 ball game. However, the ball's been hemmed into the Ascension end for the last minute or so, causing issues defensively for these guys.
Yeah, even still, they're not actually being threatened a huge deal. A lot of the plays are in the corner, not really getting out in front or in a place where a member of Ascension can't get to the ball. As I say that, though, Vince getting caught without boost now has to scramble to try and keep this one away in a big mid-air demo on Chrome. There have been 3 of those this game, and it's interesting to see, though. But Klassux is really lifting this squad up on his back right now.
Chrome over the halfway line, followed in by Kronovi. Goes around the corner right in front. That's dangerous. No. It's on the goal line, and it's a save. They're able to keep it out somehow for the moment, make it a 3-0 lead still. But that is a missed opportunity trying to get them back in it. gReazy finally able to put it back in. This game not over by any stretch.
I can hear the squirrel in your brain or the hamster wheel turning as you try to throw it over to me, but to go back to that save on the line there, it was a great job by Ascension to not panic. Nobody lunged at that one, started dodge rolling into it to try and clear it away. They just waited for their chance to get it cleared. They couldn't get it past their corner, unfortunately, and that's why gReazy was able to score. But it just goes to show you that under fire, sometimes grace and composure is the best answer.
It's going to be a play for Klassux off the corner. That's a wait. Over to the halfway line is DarkFire. DarkFire up the sidewall. Waiting for this is Klassux. He's going to put it in the corner. DarkFire follows. Good read from Kronovi. He'll put it around the corner back to about half. He'll whiff on the clear. Chrome takes it off of his hands. Looking for a short touch here. Nice flick. Able to put it in. That's a very smart play instead of firing it directly at the goalkeeper.
Yeah, Vince getting caught at midfield there. It just kind of jumps up and not able to do anything. Then right there, Klassux and DarkFire go to essentially the same part of the defensive end. They're both kind of at that corner of the net, both near post, where a simple flick beats both of them. And unless Chrome hits the crossbar there, it's going in. It does, and we got a 1-goal game.
Off the corner, it's Vince. Loses that off the corner. gReazy is the play. Where is Kronovi at? He's a little bit late to the party. Vince able to get a play off the hood, and it'll go back into the that's what I like to see end. Needs to turn around. Can't quite do it. gReazy puts us on the sidewall, taken there by DarkFire. Chrome up the side through the corner, going to drop on the goal line. Good play from Kronovi. He will go through there off the ramp, and it'll drop near the side wall. 54 to go. Things getting pretty tense here in game number 2. It's a play deep for gReazy. Kronovi's there waiting. He's going to get a tap upside down. gReazy with a shot that's saved by Klassux. Oh, great play. It's all for naught, though, as great defense trumps good offense.
And nope.
Kronovi with 35 to go.
So great defense trumps good offense only as far as the second phase of play. Ascension leave the ball open in their end as it gets picked off at midfield again. Chrome into the corner, catches the Ascension player. I think that was DarkFire trying to retreat, bounces it off the short post, right out in front for Kronovi to tie this game. We're looking at an overtime, and it's looking like a good. Never mind. No, don't do it. Don't do it. Oh, thank God.
You tried to caster's curse that all the way. I can hear it. No big deal. Chrome able to put this off the sidewall. This is going to go to Vince. Vince with a long play off the ceiling. DarkFire's there, waiting. Off the back. Puts it off the corner, waiting. There's gReazy. gReazy has a shot at this, as does Chrome. Where's he at? He's right there, but he does not get up in time. We're waiting for a ground touch after one, and OT is upon us. Prediction time for you, prediction time for chat. Who you got in this one?
Oh, man. I'm not sure about this one because, you know, that's what I like to see. Really doing well to come back from giving up 3 inside a minute at the start of this game. Everything is going in their favor right now. Every challenge, every pass. I'm not sure that Ascension have figured themselves out after giving up the lead. And I gotta feel like that's what I like to see are gonna take this one. Not sure when, not sure how, but I've got that feeling.
Yeah, I'm thinking it's actually going to be in this one. It'll be Ascension. I think Ascension will take this one. They were able to keep it at 3-3 for a while after it was tied, and I think they have a chance here offensively to get back in this. Still 1-0 in this series. They have a chance to tie if they can do so. Back the other way is gReazy. gReazy goes off the back wall. Kronovi will pay for his sins dearly as Vince will take him out, and it'll be Chrome the other way. Chrome off the corner wall, defender there, that's going to go under the board, and it's a save! Klassux able to keep it out, Chrome with the rebound, he will put it in, and that's what I like to see take game 2.
So Chrome does a really good job putting that shot in a place that forces all 3 players for Ascension to have to lunge at that one. Nobody's sure if their teammate's going to get it, so nobody stays down to clear away the weak rebound. Klassux is the one with the touch. It's a great save, don't get me wrong. That's a hard save to make, but he gets no power on it. Drops in front, Chrome coming across, follows it up, and puts it in.
That's great work from that's what I like to see. The shot counts are high, the save counts are even higher for Ascension. Like to see shots were definitely a lot more on the accurate side, as they were only really forced to make 1 save outside of the goals that went in, talking about Ascension.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Ascension had 6 saves on this one, and you look at the shot count. That's what I like to see. 11 shots, as I can't do math for a split second here. Ascension had 7 shots, but they all came early, and a few of them were off target there, and that's something that you have to rectify against a team that can just pull out goals like that's what I like to see did. Now they're on match point, and Ascension need to find something, and they need to hold a lead. You can't blow a 3-0 lead like that.
Not at all. Completely agree. But now they are in dire straits. They have to have this game, otherwise they will go home with nothing. And that's what I like to see. Squad will move into the grand finals. Don't forget, guys, we have a heck of a series coming up for you next as well. Our second semifinal is going to be Selfless and Iris. So get your hype hats on for that one. But we have business to take care of the rest of this series, as it's going to be sent by DarkFire the other way. This is a chance for Vince. Vince going to go through the corner, drop it through the ceiling. DarkFire with a touch off the back. gReazy, Klassux, off the back again. No help on the third rotation in. 30 seconds in, it remains scoreless.
And gReazy just dunking the ever-loving heck out of Vince there, trying to get the clear. And it's more of the same from that's what I like to see. That midfield press, waiting for a weak touch from Ascension. One that's not really controlled well, and then the pressure just continues to mount here.
It's going to be a play over the halfway line. Waiting is Klassux. Klassux is going to slow it down, put it in the corner. Not sure that's what he intended to do with this. Play from DarkFire goes out to Vince. Vince going to put it towards the net, but right of that post. DarkFire off the back. gReazy with a clear. Over half, 2 members of Ascension are back in their end. Klassux going to put this in the corner. Drops it right in front. Vince with a play, and Klassux with the save. So, unfortunate timing on the rotation back, and it remains scoreless for the moment. Still a chance, and DarkFire will put it in. 1:13 in, then we have the first strike.
I could hear you trying to throw it over to me. You're right. Klassux, wrong place, wrong time on the first shot, but does really well to recover this one. I'm really not sure how DarkFire found that angle. Off the wheel well and in top corner. That's the answer they want. But again, they had a 3-0 lead last game. They need to hold a lead here. And I'm still just not quite seeing that consistency out of Ascension that leads me to believe they have a shot in this one right now.
Chrome going to go off the back wall with this. Around the corner. I'm sorry, yeah, that's Kronovi there, sorry. Right there is going to be DarkFire with a shot. Saved by Chrome. It goes back into gReazy. gReazy going to work on a clear into the corner, and that's what he will do. Vince goes up and over the ball. Going to work to get this towards the middle. Chrome with a play. Kronovi's in the air, waiting on a second touch. It will kind of flutter around his hood. I think he might have got a little contact on that, but not nearly enough to do anything to it. gReazy with a play. Kronovi with a one off the corner. That's going to go right to Chrome. Chrome going for the demo instead, and it will go back to half. This is a chance. Vince, shot on net, and gReazy will save. 3 minutes left. It remains 1-0. High-paced action in this game 3 now.
Chrome is out of boost right now. He's just been driving around looking for pads. He got Pac-Maned by his teammates and his opponents down one wing. I think he won. Yeah, he did get that 100 there, so he's able to go back and defend this one now. But really big opportunity missed for Ascension to go up by 2. As they had run Chrome out of boost, they just couldn't find a ball in front, allowing, that's what I like to see, to clear away.
Halftime is what we are at this point. This ball's going to go over the head of Kronovi. Klassux is up, as is gReazy. gReazy will win that battle. Goes in the corner. Chrome up on the sidewall, going to read that well. Kronovi waits, going to work on taking control. He'll give it over to gReazy, back to Crow, lost to Vince, and Vince will put that one in. Good read, good patience from him.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of this play from Crow to gReazy. gReazy only has one play. It's back to Crow because Chrome is so far upfield that there's no power coming on that forward ball. Vince knows that. He can see that play developing. And you're right, it's a great read, but it's one of those ones you see in soccer where it's a telegraphed back pass to the keeper, and it's all too easy for the striker to put in.
That's a fair point. It's going to be back the other way for Klassux. He's going to put this at the net. gReazy up in the air. Chrome is going to follow. Chrome does get a touch. Kronovi waiting there. He's going to whiff, and it's going to be DarkFire off the sidewall as they work to clear it away. That's a shot off the bar. Takes it away from him. Klassux will put it away from his corner, and it'll be taken away by Kronovi. Kronovi takes full advantage, make it 2-1.
Yeah, again, you want to talk about weak touches being punished. Klassux lobs it over to DarkFire, who's trying to put it in front for Vince. Again, telegraphed back pass. He had one play with that one. It was to put it center, and Kronovi reading that faster to the ball because Vince is almost stationary, not able to get on the end of that one and clear it away. Lead cut to 1.
That is a Vince play towards the near post, saved by Chrome. Off the sidewall, that's a chance. They can make it a 3-1 lead, but both members of Ascension in the zone go after the same ball. Feels bad, man, as they will go back into their own end and recover. Off the side of the corner.
Sorry.
Play towards the post. Going to be taken away. DarkFire with a shot, and it'll be right in front of Kronovi. He will knock it away. In the corner, they battle for possession around the boost pad. Chrome takes it. Going to work on a pass. Not for sure he shouldn't have gotten elevation on that. Through that corner, drops it. No, good 50 balls. Klassux going to take that away. Kronovi up off the ceiling. Taken by Chrome. Chrome has a chance to put it in the middle, but a great read by Klassux and good speed to get to that ball and get it away from the goal line.
Yeah, Klassux actually getting lucky that I believe it was gReazy didn't have a better angle to shoot a few seconds earlier in the corner because Klassux actually did a little bit of a bot drive up the post. Got a little out of position, did well to get the 50, but oh man,
gReazy ties the game. They've given up a lead of 3 in game 2, and now a lead of 2 in game 3, and this is not going well for Ascension at this point.
No, not right now. It's Klassux, and I believe it was Vince, both back in net, having to make a play at that, not knowing that Kronovi only had an angle to hit the post on that one. With both of them jumping, they're out of position for the backboard hit, and gReazy follows up, taps it in to tie the game.
35 to go. Things getting pretty tense here. This is Chrome who whiffs on this. gReazy going to turn around and go back. Gets an interrupt there at half. Going to put it off the side wall. DarkFire misses on the 50. Chrome is up. Going to put it over the head of Klassux. Through the corner. Kronovi up to gReazy. Underneath the bar. No, it goes off the bar instead. Oh, very, very close to giving them the lead, but back the other way comes Ascension. Vince with the play and the rotation back from gReazy. Able to thwart that attempt. Chance for gReazy. Off the back wall. Kronovi. No, can't quite get it. It goes off the side wall, and they have a chance to put this one away. It's still in the air. It's going to be a second touch, now a third rotation in, and ground touch impending right there. OT again. Don't forget, Ascension is on match point.
Well, Ascension facing match point. That's what I like to see up 2-0 on the series. But I'm seeing that same kind of deflating mentality out of the Ascension squad right now. They go up 2-0. They're looking fine, and then all of a sudden they shrink back into their own end. They're giving up weak touches in front of the net. They're letting goals in, and now they face an overtime here for their tournament lives. I can't bet against that's what I like to see right now. They've just been coming back against these deficits so well.
I have to agree with that. As DarkFire going to get the demo there, then take advantage as he puts it into Vince. Vince off the crossbar. DarkFire puts the angle towards it, and Klassux can't finish it off. It remains a 2-2 game, 40 seconds into OT. Vince going to go up in the air for this. Looks for an angle, going to go off the side of the corner wall instead. Drops it off the ramp, and Kronovi will go the other way. This is Chrome. Chrome will turn away from it. Now he'll get contact. Goes wall to wall, side to side here. See Kronovi angling towards it. He will get contact. He'll wait. And Klassux going to go over his head with it, but gReazy going to put it across. 106 in. And we're to the point now where we're looking at possibly a long OT as statistics would dictate.
Yeah, getting close to that one. There's been chances either way, but it's a lot of back and forth, a lot of midfield action, and neither team really making a glaring error that hasn't gone punished yet.
That was that was a good pass play, and I think it had the defenders off kilter, but they were all on the goal line. Still a very good opportunity.
Yeah, just not quite finding the final touch. I think it was a bit of ping there that Kronovi not able to get on the end of that pass. And like I said, no glaring errors from either team yet, and the game is just kind of waiting for that one moment where it opens up for one of the two teams. Either Ascension to save themselves, or that's what I like to see to finish the sweep and move on.
Chrome going to put this in the air, goes off the back wall, meeting this is Klassux up above the net. He's going to go around the corner. That's a play from Kronovi. What a shot and a better save as Vince is going to get up to take it away with just over 2 minutes gone. Things getting to be a marathon, not a sprint in this possible elimination overtime. gReazy gonna miss on this. This is a chance they need it. It's gonna go wide of the right post, and they lose out on that opportunity as it remains a tie ball game. Vince off the side, met there by DarkFire. This is still a chance. Gonna be off the back. gReazy with a shot and a better save again by Klassux. That's a Chrome finish. It goes underneath the bar for Kronovi. No, it's Chrome. He'll get contact, and I'm not sure exactly how Kronovi didn't touch this.
Well, Chrome does really well to get on the end of that gReazy rebound, and it's Chrome. Wait, how did he get contact on it? Okay, Octane hitbox. I'm done. Bye. Octane OP confirmed.
Either way, very, very good series from That's What I Like to See. They will move into the grand finals, and GG's to Ascension, Klassux, Vince, and DarkFire. Definitely want to see you guys back here again. Haven't seen Vince, I think, for a little while, at least not late in tournament, so glad to see him back. And Klassux and DarkFire, definitely glad to see you guys aboard, but really a 3-0 sweep, each game competitive with the exception of maybe the first one. It was a lot of fun to watch.
Yeah, I mean, again, the shot count tells the tale of this one. 13 out of That's What I Like to See. Ascension had 10 shots, and I think the numbers from that were bumped up a little bit based on the fact that the game went so long. It was, a 7.5 minute game when you break it down. Yep. But Klassux did everything he could to try and save that one save game 3 for Ascension. 4 saves, including that amazing one on the angle that gReazy had late in overtime there that set up the game winner for Chrome. But just the lack of consistency, they raced out to a start, and then you could see the wind just slowly start to take them out of their sails. The first goal for That's What I Like to See, where they essentially got the back pass goal back. That one I think was kind of the backbreaker.
Fair enough. We are going to try to move right into our second semifinal if we can. So everybody needs to back out of that lobby if we could. That'd be good. And we are going to get into Selfless and Iris. I don't know if we're going to need a break. So if we can get right to the second semifinal, I will be a very, very happy man, as this is going to put us right into Iris and Selfless. It looks like we are all here just waiting on players. So we do not need a break at this point. You and I can work this out here. Good stuff by the That's What I Like to See squad. And now we have ourselves really, it'd be a final in other weeks as well. Iris and Selfless, this is going to be good. And the only thing that I regret is we only get to see 5 games of it potentially.
Yeah, just checking some stats here that actually a second stat was Vince has won 8 tournaments in the past month and a half. So kind of surprising to actually see him go out on that one. And Iris coming up now, 5 of 8 tournaments that they've played since forming, they've won. So really, really good win rate coming out of a lot of the squads that we've seen today. The one thing I'm really interested to see out of out of Iris right now is how Lachinio, Squishy, and Torment all play together as a team. We know they're great ones players. We've seen Squishy carry, well, not really carry, but be the backbone of some teams in shift tournaments in the past. But these guys who are, very dedicated ones players, very open about the amount that 1v1 makes players better mechanically. I'm personally in disagreement of that. I think mechanically it's great, but it if you only play ones, you struggle trying to find a way to bring yourselves together as a team.
Mm-hmm.
And against a team like Selfless in Dappur and Mijo, who have been playing together for quite a while here, and Moses seems to have fit right in as far as we saw earlier on the stream. So it'll be interesting to see how a team of individuals can mesh to play against guys that have chemistry. And that's really what I want to see in this matchup is the classic, the classic combat sports question of which style is better.
Fair enough. And don't forget the dynamic here. If Iris actually comes back and wins comes through and wins this series, we will have Kronovi versus Lachinio in the grand finals tonight. We will also have a total of 3 world champions in the grand final. And that's going to be insane. Is Torment going to get them off to a good start? Good shot underneath the bar from him.
Yeah, just a great bounce out of the corner there. I think it's a little bit unlucky for the Selfless squad as it hits that baseboard, comes right up in front. Torment reading it the whole way, able to jump on the end of that one and put it in 16 seconds into this game.
Huge strike there for Iris as they will get the first strike on Selfless. This is going to go in the air in front of the Selfless net. Mijo needs a touch. He will do so around the corner. Moses gets a touch to the halfway line. Mijo's there off the back wall. It's going to go off the intersection on the goal line. Dangerous stuff. And taken away by Torment. That's a shot. It's going to go off the post. Dappur needs an angle. He can't do it. And that was Mijo who couldn't turn around, or Moses who couldn't turn around and get it. Mijo's there. Gets a touch. That's a whiff from Dappur of legendary proportions. It's going to go side to side, wall to wall. 4:10 left in game 1. Demo there as Mijo starts off the physicality. Moses looking for a touch. He will miss that. Squishy, now Dappur. Dappur off the intersection. Drops it down. Mijo in front of Moses. Couldn't quite get there in time. And it'll be Lachinio that gets the touch back the other way. 1-0 as we approach 1:10 gone in the first game.
Yeah, right now, I'm still feeling like Selfless are playing a little bit better. Yeah, sure, the guys out of Iris are getting better touches, and they've had probably the balance of play in the Selfless end. But when you see the ball down on the defense for Iris, Selfless just looking a little bit more threatening. And it's just a matter of time before I think a weak touch comes out of the Iris squad, and Selfless finds their way into the net to tie the game.
Mijo off the back wall. That's going to be towards the goal line. Squishy going to take that one away. That's a play for Moses. It's going to go back to half on the clear from Torment. Lachinio. I'm sorry, that was, who was that? That was Dappur. Sorry, I can't read.
Torment was clearing
Easy.
there.
Yeah, easy reading issues. That's fine. Moses going to go off the ceiling with this, trying to rain down upon it, and it will not go his way as that 50 will end up back in his own end. That's a shot. Oh, no, very, very close. Couldn't quite get the angle he wanted. As we approach halftime, it still remains 1-0. Torment long shot that Mijo will take care of.
Okay, one unfortunate bounce if you're a Selfless fan here, and that's the difference in this one is, I'm pretty sure they were reading a different roll up the boards, and at the end of that one, it's in their own net. Other than that, they've been really good on defense, and they've been finding pressure on offense, just not the final product they need to equalize.
Oh, very, very close. Mijo comes in with the dangerous clear. Is Dappur going to put this in the air? Moses tries to get a clear away. Dappur needs one off the backboard. He's going to go into the corner instead, try to drag it out himself, and for the moment, he will. Lachinio comes in, tries to drive it home. That won't work. And up to take it away is Dappur. He'll put it off the corner. This is dangerous. Right to Moses underneath the bar. Bar down, and Dappur's there to finish it off. We are tied at 1.
The start of this play was, I believe it was Moses, getting it past 2 charging members of Iris. Follows up the play from Dappur out front. Really unlucky to go off the bar and in. Dappur on the spot, taps that home. 2 minutes ago, we got a tie game, and this one's looking almost better than the last series, to be honest.
Striker's Mojo, I love the Overwatch pun in chat. Thank you very much for that. I'll have to use that on future opportunities. This is going to be Squishy. Squishy, going to take this in front of his own net. Dangerous stuff, but Mijo does not make him pay. Moses off the back wall. Up is Dappur, then Moses again following very well. That gives them the lead. It's 2-1.
Good play by Moses here. Just a great pass out in front. You can see Squishy go for that one, not able to get it off the backboard. Torment's out of position on this one. There's no chance he can make a save on this. So Lachinio getting a little bit out of place on the ball that comes off the backboard and down. Moses is able to finish into it, essentially an open net.
It's going to be towards the back wall, dangerous, and it will go away from the net. Lachinio puts it around. Coming for this is Torment. Torment follows this up in the corner. He's got Squishy on the other side. Waiting. There he is. He's going to whiff on this. Back the other way is Mijo. Dappur off the side, met there by Lachinio. Torment on the half line anyway. That's a shot short side, and Mijo will move it away from the goal line. It remains a 2-1 score.
Great play by Dappur to realign his car to get that clear after Mijo makes the save. And again, like I said, there hasn't been a lot of pressure out of Iris. It's been a lot better play offensively from Selfless that keeps it in their end. When Iris break out, it's a one-off chance. They get a good shot on goal, it gets saved, but there's no consistency.
I'm pretty sure that was a mind game the entire way. He made the first touch on this to Squishy, and then just wait for him to go for this. He just decides, no, it's okay. I'm not
actually.
You think so?
Well, no, Moses goes for this one, and it's not him going for it because he thinks that Squishy has another shot. Moses actually just reads the flight of the ball wrong. There was a really subtle touch off the roof. It was so faint you almost missed it, but it changed the trajectory of the ball and started dropping it into the net. Now, if that was calculated by Squishy, that was a really good shot, and I want his TI-86. But Moses tried. I think he knew it was coming. He just wasn't able to get the angle of his car off the backboard to make the save right. Mijo had no chance on that one. There's no way he can save that off the ground.
It's a play for Dappur up in the air, taken by Torment. Squishy back into the Selfless end. Mijo takes control, going to get it around one, but he gets bumped out of the way for his troubles. Lachinio puts a long shot towards the net, but it'll be taken away. Up is Dappur. Dappur with the shot towards the net. He's able to put it in. Give them the lead with 8 seconds to go.
Fantastic pass by Mijo. Gets it out of the corner towards the middle of the park. And that's what you need to do when you're starting to get starting an offensive breakout. Dappur just finds this amazing angle, getting up underneath the ball to get the front end pointing towards the net. It's a great shot, a great pass, and a well-deserved 3-2 lead late.
Squishy going to try to get this into the middle, get them back into it. Selfless have come back and stolen game one, it looks like, unless something heroic happens. Torment's going to keep it in the air. This is a chance, and Squishy's going to go above the ball. Selfless take game number one by a score of 3-2 with late game heroics from Dappur.
As a fantastic game. I think that was probably one of the best games I've had the pleasure of commentating on, is I think we're going to be switching servers here. We saw a really big lag spike late in that game.
Okay. But so yeah, we are going to switch servers. So let's back out of there. I want to see if the info is going to change.
Yeah, Selfless. Anyway. I still feel like Selfless played the better game there. They were much crisper in their passing. They had purpose to a lot of their balls, whereas I felt that Iris was really kind of just punting the ball downfield and hoping for that second touch rather than having a plan in mind on their breakouts. And it's one of the things I feel like individual teams, or teams made up of individuals, kind of struggle with. They might be great players individually, but they don't function really strong as a team. And they've been around for a little while right now as a roster, but they still don't really feel like they're playing like a team.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. We're going to see if they can do that in game two. Iris and Selfless going at it. We're going to give the messages to the teams to get going here with game two. And this is a best of 5. So we aren't even in the main event of your evening just yet. It's Iris and Selfless right now. Winner of this will play. That's what I like to see in the grand final. Should be a good one. I'm excited about it. Hope you guys are as well. Thank you for spending your Friday evening with us at Shift Pro League. We are ready to go. Teams in their assigned positions, and game 2 is counting down right now. Thank you, Rocket League. It was taking quite a while. All right, we are underway again, and with a new server, hopefully no more ping issues as we will get it going. Squishy going to put this in the air in front of the Selfless net, but it will go wide. Mijo and Moses in the same spot going for the same ball. Drop into the middle from Torment, but it will be taken by Dappur. 15 seconds in. right in front. This is a play for Moses. He needs to keep it out. He will do so, and that is clutch, non-panicky defense on the goal line for Moses.
Oh my God, the way he reads this ball, he knows it's going to hit the post and bounce towards the inside. Rather than lunge at it, he gets up in a spot where he knows he can hit it and then rolls his car the right way to clear it outside of the post.
Okay. Auto cam giving me the feels as Mijo actually was in pretty good position for that stop, as this will go off of the sidewall. Mijo off the sidewall again, using a little bit of ping pong with it. Dappur with a long play. Squishy going to go across to Torment. Torment into the middle. Lachinio trying to read this. Squishy going to hang back, be the third man. Coming in is Moses. Moses through the corner. Lachinio reads it well. Squishy going to go up this wall. Get one touch. Going to go off the back wall. He doesn't have enough boost to go for a second, and it'll be in the selfless corner. This is Lachinio. Goes across. That is a play that Moses will get demoed on. Squishy up in the air. Goes over half with it. Gonna wait, then gets bumped out of the way. Now Moses and Dappur free to do their thing, but Lachinio gonna work on getting this cleared away. Minute and a half in. It's Mijo. That's a play from him. It's gonna go to the sidewall, now into the corner, as it's taken by Dappur. That's a shot towards the net that Moses is equal to. We're a minute and 40 seconds into this game, and things have tightened up quite a bit as Squishy puts one off the back.
Yeah, Mijo just kind of lunging at that one a little bit as it came sharply off the intersection right above his net, straight down in front. Unfortunately, doesn't make contact, but he's in a good spot to make sure he gets a second save. Selfless starting to bring out the demo plays here, and I think that's a good idea against players like Lachinio and Squishy, to a lesser extent Torment, who, when they get disrupted like that, I've tended to see them, at least in my observations, wilt a little bit and get frustrated. So good job by Selfless to make sure that physical play stays in the game, is because it's a really underrated strategy, especially against guys that have the skill level of the Iris squad.
And that's a play that's going to go off the intersection, and Squishy reads it like a book. That is great reading from him. Make it 1-0.
And not a lot you can do here on defense. Squishy puts it up off the ceiling. Mijo's trying to read it. Really unlucky that he gets underneath that. He had the flight correct, just not the timing. So he goes and then he dodges into it and unfortunately flies underneath the ball. Squishy, who's reading the play as well, right on spot to put that one in short side.
Up off the back ramp, Lachinio loses the 50. It's Mijo the other way. They're going to go around the corner right towards the goal line. Now it's the Selfless squad that finds themselves down one. Good play from Mijo. Going to put it long, but it is going to go right at Lachinio. This is a dangerous opportunity. Moses going to put it off the side for Mijo. Mijo with the contact, but loses it immediately to Squishy. Off the side. Waiting there is Lachinio. Puts it up in the air. Mijo going to get long clear on this deep. That's more of a pass, though. Moses off the back, and Squishy reads it on the back wall to work on a clear. Minute 55 left in game number 2. And the lead belongs to the Irish squad at the moment, but we know Selfless. Look out for the last minute 47 of this one.
Yeah, Selfless, really good job of staying in all these games. They've never been, well, they haven't been down more than a goal, I think, throughout this entire series so far. I mean, we are only in game 2, so small sample size, it is what it is. But they still just feel like they have a little bit of an edge when they've got the ball in front of their cars. And I'm not quite sure if that's a byproduct of being a little bit calmer. Squishy gonna do squishy things.
Yep, Squishy does squishy things. Minute 20 left, and that's a 2-goal lead that looks a lot bigger.
Moses out of boost, and that's why this play develops here. Squishy can see that. He's got his camera pointed forward. He's able to see the fact that Moses is flipping desperately to get back. Doesn't grab the corner boost, so Squishy has the angle and the time that he needs to put that ball in. Unlucky for Selfless here, but I still wouldn't count them out. 80 seconds is a lot of Rocket League.
Yeah, we've seen that, but that one maybe the dagger. Oh, it's off the post, and Lachinio does get credit as it goes off the back of Moses.
Well, the dagger slips off the chest armor a little bit, but still goes into the kidneys. It's not going to kill you right away, but it's going to hurt like the dickens. And it's just, I mean, it's a great shot by Lachinio. Like, nothing wrong with that one. Is posting in. Psionics, please fix. Maybe, I guess. No.
Please fix eventually. That'd be good.
Please fix eventually. Yeah.
That's going to be Mijo putting this towards that net, and a good long clear from Torment. Squishy the other way. They want to get one more for good measure. They will put it off of Dappur, and Torment goes off the corner wall. Up in the air, towards the ceiling. Is Mijo out of boost there? He's going to wait for boost to come back, it looks like. Now he looks like he has some. Going to wait. We'll lose a 50-50. Moses does keep it. 3-0 here. They're going to try to get one. Dappur has a chance. It's going to go off the post and out again. Feels Dappur, man, at the moment in this game.
Yeah, Dappur actually thought that Moses had gotten the shot on target. He realized a split second late that it wasn't going in. Was a little slow to react to that one and let the Irish squad get the save. I think it was Torment actually at the post there. So a little unlucky for Selfless in this one. They kind of let it snowball a bit too, and that's why they're down 3-0. But it's a 5-game series, puts them on level terms here. You kind of have to feel, though, that the server change might have been exactly what the Irish squad wanted. And honestly, if I were Selfless, if I didn't have a problem with the last one, I would have just left it and let them suffer.
Easy, Savage J. That's it, basically it. That's it. That's going to drop on the ground there. Iris is going to win game 2. They tie the series up again at 1. And this has a really good chance of going 5 games.
Yeah, easy 5-game series here as Iris comes back into this one roaring, but Torment, 5 saves, almost a double savior in that one. Big difference in this one as to why Iris ended up taking it 3-0. It's a big question now if Selfless responds to this one, pulls themselves back into this series, and lets the momentum shift, kind of go back and favor them. And easy Selfless equals momentum joke here, but Iris playing a lot more strong in that game. 5 saves out of Torment, 5 shots each out of the other 2 members, Squishy and Lachinio. And it's a really big question if Selfless responds or not, because the next game, whoever takes the next game, I'm calling it now, wins the series.
Yeah, it's not a bad call. That's not a bad call because you don't want to leave it to a decisive game if at all possible. So Iris and Selfless going to get ready to do battle in game number 3 of this series. Always the clutch game of a best of 5, and we have a treat in front of us here. Both teams going to go ham as both teams want this one, and we want to see it. So let's get it on. Game 3, counting down right now. It is Iris, it is Selfless. It's on your screen as we get underway. This is going to be in the Iris end immediately off the intersection. Squishy needs a clear. He's going to try to get a double touch and miss. Shot there towards the left post as Lachinio puts this in his own corner. Waiting. Mijo loses that. Play from that's who is that? I can't read.
Torment with the clear.
That Torment with the clear. Not worried about that. That's fine. Thank you. Going to put this into the middle. It is Mijo going across. It was Moses I was actually looking for. I couldn't think of his name. It was on the tip of my tongue. It's all good. As we go back to the halfway line, Moses up for this. Puts it off of the ceiling. Dappur does enough interrupting, and now Mijo has a chance to take his time. That will be an early flip that goes nowhere. And up the sidewall is Lachinio. Lachinio loses that to Moses, and it'll go off the side. 4:09 left in game 3, and not a lot of direct shots up until this point.
Actually, still not a lot of direct shots, to be perfectly honest with you, Curtis. Dappur, really good touch to get that around the first man in Torment, but Squishy and Lachinio right on top of that one to bring it back downfield. And with this back and forth, it's end to end, but there's no chances at either end. Just back and forth play, everybody looking for the opening that they need to find that opening goal.
This is a Mijo play towards that net, just underneath the bar. Couldn't quite get there. Still an opportunity. Lachinio puts it away from his goal line, and Squishy will knock it towards Lachinio again. Dappur off the sidewall, reading Mijo. That's not going to work. It'll be barred down ski for Lachinio. Make it 1-0.
I feel like Dappur made a big mistake on this one here as he backs up and then just kind of side flips into that. There's no good result that ever comes out of a ball like that one. Your opponents are facing downfield on that. They can read it faster than your team, especially because your team at the time are both rotating back into position. It's an easy ball off the sidewall for Lachinio to put in. Makes a little bit of a flare touch on it, putting it off the post and in. And
another bar down. Still on the goal line. Squishy does get credit. 3:22 left. They take a 2-goal lead.
Yeah, Dappur ultimately putting this in his own net here as he can't really figure out how to get it away. It's bar down, up, down, up. Dappur's just like, all right, fine. Lachinio's going to put it in anyway. I might as well just take the credit for it here.
All right. 3:22 left. 2-0 lead for Iris, but we know what Selfless is made of. They've come back from deficits before. This is going to be Mijo. Mijo works to get in front of Lachinio. He will. Up is Squishy, as is Torment. Torment going to go off the back wall. Lachinio going to follow him, the angle, and the score. And they're starting to run away with game 3.
Yeah, that snowball effect going right downhill as I put a little snow outside that had the name of Selfless written on it, and then rolled it down my front stairs as there's about a foot of snow out there. And it's just starting to grow against them here.
There you go. Minute 51 into game number 3. This is one that both teams have to have. And in my estimation and in yours, this is going to be up off the floor now. Play from Torment off the side. Reading that Lachinio. Loses that to Mijo. Right to Dappur. Goes off the side. Where is Moses? He's coming in now, but he will lose that 50. And Lachinio will... Is that Lachinio? No, Squishy. Going to read that in his own end. Lachinio waits. Loses it to Dappur. Goes into the corner with it. Torment goes long. Goes over the halfway line. Through the corner. Nope, not through the corner. Moses reads that well, but it'll be dunked past him and over his head. Halftime. Still 3-0. Need to see something here from Selfless. Dappur trying to do something here individually. Moses has a shot, and in before Moses has defense part like the Red Sea.
Well, part like the Blue Sea, to be perfectly honest with you. Torment does a great job blocking Dappur there. I don't think it was a great touch from Dappur. Unfortunately, Torment's still last man back because both Lachinio and Squishy looking for boost. Dappur has the angle, puts it far post. Really good shot. There's nothing that anybody on Iris could do to defend that one. And Selfless have a lifeline.
They needed it. They absolutely needed it as we get into it with 2:17 left. Having that goal at just about halftime is clutch for them. Back the other way is Lachinio. Lachinio goes up the wall. Tries a tap into the middle. That's an opportunity. Nobody there from Iris to finish it off. As I don't know if they were both back getting boost or what, but that's an opportunity gone. And a 2-point swing. Dappur puts it in on the other side.
I'm really not sure what happened on this one here. Is Torment just gets dunked by Dappur. Can't see either of the remaining Iris roster. Lachinio's coming back up Main Street, and I wonder if he was the one that was right underneath Torment on there. And Squishy nowhere to be found on that one. Easy goal for Dappur off the dunk. 1-goal game.
Up the wall. Lachinio waits. Torment. Gonna put this off the back wall to himself. Shot near post and a good save there by Moses as it'll go up for Mijo. Off the back. It's Dappur. Big stop by Lachinio getting in front of that, reading that perfectly, and keeping this at a 1-goal deficit.
Yeah, Lachinio standing tall on the goal line. Sorry, here is Selfless have suddenly woken up. 2 goals in a couple of seconds here and just carrying the balance of play right now. Really surprising to see Iris have fallen back this far, being up 3-0, but we saw it with Ascension against, that's what I like to see last round.
Yep.
3-0 lead means nothing in Rocket League, nothing at all.
Not anymore. No, you're exactly right. And you see Moses pays for his sins dearly as Lachinio will take him out, as this will be off of the intersection. Oh, I can't believe I just made that joke. Wow. Okay. Fantastic. This is Mijo. Gonna go back the other way. That's a shot. Oh, it goes off of Lachinio. I do believe is that who that was. Either Lachinio or Torment. And either way, it does not end up in. Very, very fortunate if you are Iris at this moment.
Yeah, and another great shot there out of Moses, I believe. Just getting blocked at the bottom of the net for Iris. Another good pass by Mijo. And again, last minute of play has been all Selfless right now. They're looking like the more likely team to score a goal to tie it up, but Squishy through the defense. Oh, man. That would have been the filthiest clip off of Twitch I've ever seen.
1v3 easy for him. That's ridiculous. This is going to be a play that goes at Squishy. Dappur takes his time. Looking for a touch, tries to get it through 2. Moses with the shot, and good reaction time from Squishy to keep it away. Things getting tense. Selfless looking for another goal. They need one to tie. Torment off the sidewall. Up, gets a second touch. They need to get a long clear. Dappur gets one in the air, goes off the ceiling. Gonna follow it is Mijo. Off the back wall. 1 second, 0. That's it. Iris will take the lead in the series, make it 2-1.
Yeah, great game from both teams here. Iris pulling themselves out to what essentially was an insurmountable lead as Selfless just running out of time. You give them maybe 15, 20 more seconds in that game, I feel like it's going to overtime. A lot more balanced play out of both teams here. 5 saves, though, from Iris, 3 from Lachinio, 2 from Squishy. Really setting the stage for a really good game 4 as they carry all the momentum going against the Selfless squad.
And what we need here in what we're looking at is we need a fast start from Selfless because they're starting the game about a minute too late. Iris able to get a fast start on them. Selfless has to play from behind. If Selfless can get that first strike, we could be in for a completely different ballgame here.
Yeah, look for Selfless if they take the first goal to try and pile on the pressure because I've seen it out of Squishy and Torment in a couple of tournaments I've seen them in where if you snowball against them, they just don't ever seem to quite get out of it. Whereas, Selfless quite resilient as far as the psychological game goes. They find a way to dig deep, sometimes just not deep enough, but they weren't out of that game, even down 3-0.
No, you're exactly right. This is going to go off the corner, though. Lachinio has a chance, and it's going to be sent away by Moses. Torment off the side. Looks to put up one off the back wall. Squishy coming in, looking for one, but Mijo gets up to take it away. Dappur has a chance. He's going to wait. Slow it down. Work to the left post. And it goes off that post and stays away. That's one they needed.
Oh, Psionics, please. I mean, yeah, it was probably out anyway, regardless. Oh, that
doesn't matter. Crossbar.
Oh!
Moses able to put that one in. Reads it beautifully, make it 1-0.
TI-84 coming out there. Actually, Moses to himself. I thought Dappur had that pass. No, It was Moses to himself.
Yes.
Great angle to beat Lachinio there. What a play by Moses.
The Lord spoke to him. He told him it was coming. I figure if we're going to go in like that, let's go in like that, right?
Might as well. In for a penny,
it's
into
over.
the pound.
This is going to be Squishy. Through the corner. This is Mijo with a long play. Lachinio off the ceiling, drops it off the back wall. Meeting that is Moses. Moses loses that to Torment. It goes around that corner for Mijo again. Good read from Torment. He does miss on the wall hit as it'll go back into Iris territory. Off the back wall, this is an opportunity, but a good play by Squishy to get it away. 3:47 left. It remains a 1-0 game in favor of Selfless. That's the goal they needed. Now look for them to pile on the pressure, as you mentioned.
Yeah, right now, they just with this back and forth play, they need to control it a little bit more. You can see Iris stepping up the tempo a little bit, and I'm not quite seeing that matched by Selfless at the moment. And it's a 1-goal lead. They're 1 goal away from being on level terms, and Iris have been so good at breaking those deadlocks. I mean, aside from the Dappur goal with 8 seconds left in game number 1 to win it, it always feels like if the game is on level terms, it's in Iris's favor. I had to hold my breath there for a second too.
Yeah, Squishy had a chance, but ended up borking that one off both posts. Feels bad, man, for him, as it will be in front of the net. Dappur going to go off the sidewall with this. Torment takes it away. Off the back wall, drops it to Lachinio, and it will go just wide. 1-0, approaching halftime here in this game, and Squishy able to tie the game in the far corner.
This is a great job by Iris boost managing here. Dappur tries to go across for that 100 after he got beat in the other corner by Squishy. Pretty sure he doesn't get it. Mijo misses the touch there. Both Moses and Dappur out of position and out of boost, to be quite honest with you. No chance on that one. There's the equalizer.
That's a big one, too, with just approaching halftime. We have ourselves a brand new ball game again. Mijo going to put this at the corner.
Oh, no!
And saved by Dappur. Oh, man. Dappur's playing goalie for both teams here. It remains a tie game.
Oh, not like this. I know Dappur's trying to read that bounce and get it off his side pod and in. Just catches the wrong side of it. It ends up on his front bumper and away. And just... No, they can't get a break right now. They've got the early goal, but then all of a sudden the tide shifted back against them, and it feels like a just wave after wave of blue pressure crashing against that orange end.
Well, this is going to be Mijo here with a shot into the middle. Lachinio needs a play or Dappur needs a play into the sidewall. He will do it himself. He'll try to get it around Squishy. Can't do it. It goes up in the air for Moses. Moses with a play. Goes off the back wall. Going to try to drop it, and it stays off as Lachinio will work to get it away from the goal line. Lachinio again, working to make contact. Squishy follows, goes into the corner and off that corner. Torment's there, going to put it at the sidewall. Opportunity for Mijo. Gets one long, into the corner again. Minute 42 to go. We remain tied, half to half. Dappur going to put this deep into Iris territory. Squishy. Played for Dappur, off the ceiling, going to drop it down. 2 members of Iris in the same place. Mijo got up so quick for that. That's an opportunity for Moses, but he will whiff right by it, and that will go by the wayside.
It's like watching myself in a mirror for a split second there, except Moses has an RLCS title, goes flying underneath that one. I know that feeling real well. You misjudge the speed of the ball in flight, and you just go flying past it hopelessly.
Yep.
And I really hope that doesn't come back to bite them here, because they are facing match point here. They need this game.
This is going to be a play for Mijo over the halfway line. Dappur going to follow this. Tried to read it. Can't do it. Moses is up. He will put it wall to wall, side to side. Mijo has to move back. Going to wait. Gets a touch. Lachinio reads. Off the intersection. Drops it to Squishy, but it goes over the head of Squishy. Torment with a play, but it will be Mijo underneath him. Shot at the net, and another save. Defense coming out well for Selfless with 39 to go.
Yeah, they're being boost managed heavily, though. Mijo was out of boost on that first save there, and a big demo by Squishy. That's probably going to open it up. That's it right there. What a play by
demo
Squishy.
there on the goal line. I want to see who this was.
It was
that
Squishy.
Had to be,
Squishy
yes,
on,
Squishy with the physical play. Yep, that's exactly it. 30 seconds to go. That's huge.
That's how you set up a game winner right there. You get on the last guy, the only guy that can make a save on that one, and you just leave it there for your teammate to follow up. Squishy knows he's not going to get any glory for that one. Lachinio gets the goal, but it's Squishy who makes that play happen.
Yep, absolutely. And this is a chance now with 20 to go. They do have the Selfless Squad on match point. So this is a very, very big moment here. They need to get one long. Up in the air, off the ceiling, going to drop it. It is Lachinio. Puts it off the side. They need to get something long here. It's Moses. Puts it in the air. Dappur tries to meet it, and I think Moses probably should have followed that anyway. It'll stay up for the moment here, but that's going to be it. I do believe, unless something crazy happens, that is all. Iris going to move into our grand finals and set up a crazy good matchup. GG's to Selfless, but what a series by Iris taking that one over.
Selfless coming out really strong on that one, and just, they had the great game winner by Dappur there, and they really couldn't find an answer once Iris switched gears and really started taking the game to them on that one. Squishy with that clutch demo right at the end to set up the winner for Iris. Just a big, big play that goes completely unrecognized on the scoreboard. But from the commentator's desk, from the analyst desk, that was the play of the game right there. It wasn't the goal by Lachinio. That was easy with an open net. It was Squishy having the presence of mind to go in, destroy that last defender, and set up the goal.
That's fantastic work, and GG's to both sides. We are going to have a crazy good we are going to have a crazy good final, though. It is going to be great because that's what I like to see, which consists of Kronovi, gReazy, and Chrome against Iris, Latch, Torment, and Squishy. And one thing I do want to go ahead and mention as well, guys, something that you guys can do to help us be able to put on these tourneys like this is use that Matcherino code. Matcherino command in chat is going to be SPL 16 for 16 weeks of our SPL weeklies. And that is something you can do for free. It is not going to cost you a dime, just a couple of clicks and maybe a couple of keystrokes. Please do it. It helps us pay the players, helps us keep these tournaments running long term. Also, don't forget to drop a follow on Twitch. We are closing in on the 2,000 mark on Twitch, which is really, really good news. And we can't do it without your help. And we thank you guys for being a part of this massively awesome community. You guys are amazing, and you're the reason we do what we do. With that said, we come into the grand finals. I'm waiting for confirmation on the voice in my head. Or do we want to go right through, or do we want to go ahead and just do we want to go ahead and take a break first? Okay, we're going to try to go right through here. So that's good stuff. Going to try to get into the lobby. That's going to be the next step. And then we'll have the grand finals for you right away. No waiting. This is going to be good stuff, right? Commercial free.
Brought to you commercial free by Matcherino. Make sure to use that code, SPL16.
Yes, please. I like it. I like it. All right, and we have people in here already. It is, team names have not been changed. Feels good, man. So we may need to go ahead and change that up. Joshua, you're amazing. So we'll back up real quick, let that happen, and then let them change the names, and we will go from there. But yeah, with that said,
I was going to ask if I had 45 seconds to run to the washroom, but I don't think I do now. So
no, you know what? I mean, now would be the time if you want to do it.
Yeah, I'll be right back. It's only 10 feet.
So we'll get the lobby remade, guys. But while we're waiting, guys, huge shout out to everybody in the back that is making this tournament happen. We have the admins and the mods that have been watching the Battlefy pages all night for any issues. And Gabe, of course, for streaming, hitting buttons, any camera issues, definitely direct message him with all of the spam you would like. That would be fine. And and also message Joshua, just because he's Joshua, and it would be good. Huge shout out to him for doing the lobby management tonight. He has been on point with the exception of this last matchup. So gonna make sure that we can get into it, and we will go from there. Oh, and I'm waiting for information, and that'd be good. So, but yeah, guys, it's been a good one. We the team Selfless came through. They rolled through the quarterfinals pretty easily. They came through and had a heck of a matchup with Iris, and Iris was able to take them. And it was really really tough for them to get anything going consistently. They were playing from behind a majority of that series, and it really, really cost them. So it's a big one for Selfless. They go down. They're one of the shift standards here. As we've had them in a lot of our tournaments, but they go down to Iris in this, and this is one thing I want to bring up to you guys. And I mentioned this a little while ago. We have 3 world champions in this particular game. gReazy from EU on the flip side. He's playing with what I'd like to see, or what I like to see with Kronovi and Chrome. Kronovi, of course, are world champion with Latch, and they, of course, were with G2 in Season 1. They're playing on separate teams, are Kronovi and Latch. This is going to be good. So if you don't have any kind of history or any kind of where these guys came from, that's the narrative right there. Crow and Latch are going to know each other very, very well, and I want to see basically who's going to get the upper hand. So it's Iris. It's what I like to see, and it's coming your way right now. And I believe Jay is back. We're going to send the messages to the teams to get going, and we will get game 1 underway. This is going to be good.
As I pull out a Gabeism right there with the color. I think about 8 people in chat actually get that one, because I don't think anybody here has been around that long outside of the mods and me.
Oh, it's so good. All right, we are good. It's game 1. It's ready to go. It is what I like to see, and it's Iris, and it's on your screen right now. 7-game series to the finish. Well, unless somebody wins 4. Let's see what happens.
Caster math, right?
Right. Kronovi gets an immediate play. gReazy up to take it off the backboard in front for Kronovi, and Kronovi can't quite get contact on it. Squishy through the corner. Lachinio puts this towards the short post, but it will be Lachinio takes it away. Kronovi again goes up and over this ball. gReazy off the intersection, drops it down towards the sidewall. Kronovi off his own back wall, dangerous stuff, but it will be read by gReazy. He will get it long the other way. Now they have an offensive opportunity. gReazy Meister off the post. Oh, what a shot from him, redirecting that.
Oh, wow. The angle was great, just a little bit unlucky on the bounce inside the post. And, you can't... Oh, what? What?
Lachinio puts one back in the other way, 2-point swing, and Kronovi goes off his back wall for it.
And everybody calling for Crow to change his boost with the frame drops. And I guess not everybody has machine that doesn't struggle from this one here. It drops to 150 FPS. This Lachinio feels bad, man, I guess.
We'll see if he can go ahead and do that. That'd be at least the sportsmanly thing to do, and we'll see if that happens.
If there's no rules against it, why would you?
That's fair. That's fair. I mean, there is no rule against it, and it hasn't really been one of those things that's been acknowledged. But that it's something. I mean, I've personally seen. It's just not something you really think about unless you're in this setting. So interesting. This is going to be a play for Squishy. Goes up in the air. He wants it, but it will be a stop there, as jumping in front of that is gReazy. Kronovi loses that to gReazy. Waits for a touch. Going to put this across. Coming in is Chrome. Chrome a little late on the rotation through, and gReazy going to find a victim in Squishy to take him out. 3:17 to go. 1-0 Iris. We'll see if they can put this one away earlier, if we have a comeback on our hands from what I like to see.
Well, Iris getting a little bit out of sorts again there. You see all 3 of them in the same spot, and Chrome just not able to find the correct direction. Rangefinder off a little bit as he puts it far post and wide. So you really want to see, that's what I like to see, Kappa, finding an opportunity there where Lachinio, Torment, and Squishy find their way into the same spot in the field. You can see that right there. Squishy and Torment in the same frame off the auto cam, with Lachinio going back right underneath them. A good clear over top forces them all back on their heels and gives the advantage to that's what I like to see. They need to try and capitalize on those opportunities to get in this one.
Towards the sidewall in the Iris end. gReazy going to go off the back. It's going to drop in front, and it's taken away. Squishy with a long play off the side where Chrome will meet him. Chrome going to follow this. Goes across to the side. gReazy is there. Going to lose this to Torment. He will follow it into the what I like to see end. Torment with a touch into the middle, and it's taken away by Chrome. Now a touch from gReazy goes towards that net where Lachinio will meet it at the top of the box. Just about the 2-minute mark. We're over halftime. This is a chance. Things a lot more defensive. Is Squishy going to make it a 2-0 lead here? And that is a big goal to have going into the final couple minutes.
a big goal to have there is both Crow and gReazy go up for that one. You got to feel like if they were on comms, somebody needed to call that one earlier. Both of them go up for it, and neither one gets the touch. It's off the backboard, straight down for Squishy, who has a wide open net to shoot on, with Chrome having been beat at the high sideboards by Lachinio with the pass.
155. It's going to be into the... Oh, Kronovi! How in the world did that end up in the back of the net? Make it 2-1.
Well, weak touch by Lachinio into the corner. Crow follows it up. Weak touch by Lachinio out front.
Oh,
Read by
okay.
Kronovi. Squishy's just completely frozen. This happens in the blink of an eye. There's nothing he can do on this one except hope to God Kronovi hits him with the shot.
Yeah, he put himself in a spot. That was basically it. So this is going to be a play from... Who is that? That is, I can't read
gReazy.
today. That's fine.
That was
It's-
gReazy.
Okay, that's fine. It's going to be in front of the what I like to see net. Play from Torment. Torment goes across with this. Lachinio has a shot, but it can't quite angle this. Taken away by by Chrome. gReazy's there for this. Torment puts this into the middle. Up is Chrome. He's going to put it off the top of the arena, the ceiling where it's at. Goes off the sidewall. Ceiling ball for Torment. That's a shot and a save. Getting up is Chrome to take that one away. Kronovi flicks around one, trying for two. Tried to go for the demo on Torment, not able to get it done. Remains a 2-1 game with a minute to go.
Yeah, it was a good play by Crow. He knew he couldn't get the second touch on it, so he just dove at Torment, trying to mid-air demo. He knew the ball was on net. Then really unfortunate for his teammates is I think gReazy got a little bit double clutch. Might have been a ping issue real quick, as he looked like he wanted to challenge that one and then kind of froze with, I believe it was Torment underneath it. So we'll see if that comes back to haunt them here in game one, as they are down a goal, looking for one to tie it up late.
Play from Kronovi. Kronovi goes long with this for the far side. Shot towards the short post. That's a Chrome shot there. Tries to get it towards the goal line. Kronovi needs it. He's going to put it under the bar. Game tied, 24 to go.
Great rotation here by basically everybody on That's What I Like to See. Everybody gets a touch on that one. gReazy in. Lachinio blocks it at the near post. Doesn't get it far enough. Kronovi actually getting a bit of a dunk there to roll it in the corner. Then Chrome comes back to put it out in front. Another save by Lachinio, but Kronovi with the follow-up to put it in and tie it up late.
gReazy's there, going to put this far side. Lachinio up the wall. Kronovi going to follow this off the back, drop it down. And coming in a little bit too late, it looks like it was Chrome. Chrome going to touch this, try to get to the far corner with it. It goes across the goal mouth, 4 seconds to go. We may have our first overtime in the series with game one's decision looming, and that's not going to work there. It's still in the air. They try to get it. It's Chrome. Oh, and a big stop by. That is Squishy keeping it out, and we will indeed have overtime, although that was very close to ending at 0 seconds.
I mean, that was some just insane. Okay,
Never mind.
All right,
Squishy.
I'm done.
3-2. They were able to keep it out of their net at the end, and all of a sudden we have a 3-2 winner on the other side, 6 seconds in.
All it takes is one bad face-off to go against you to get scored on, and you never want a face-off to go against you in overtime like that. It's a heavily contested one that flies off into the That's What I Like to See end. And Squishy has the angle, has the speed, gets on the end of that one, and there's just nothing that Kronovi, Chrome, or gReazy can do to save it.
Okay, looks like Kronovi is actually going to change his boost, so that's very, very much appreciated to him for the rest of the players in the match. I want to call out Chernobyl in the chat for memeing his way to Shift Pro League being a mountain climbing simulator. So thank you for that. That was really, really funny, actually. So Iris takes game one in OT. They have a 1-0 lead in this best of 7. And we have ourselves a series to see. As if every game is decided by 1 goal, I'll be a very happy man.
Well, every game decided by 1 goal. That was decided by 1 save as well. Iris getting 1 more save, then That's What I Like to See. I think 1 more shot as well, which might have been the decider here. So these two teams incredibly evenly matched, and I think we're in for just an absolute barnstormer of a series.
Yeah, this is going to be a slugfest, and it's already shown that. This is a 5 minutes on the clock, 1 second on your screen, and we are underway in game number 2. Off the ceiling. It's going to be a play right away. Lachinio strikes first. It's 4 seconds in.
Well, face-off goal again. gReazy getting dunked by Torment on that one. Lachinio has the line on it, gets to the mid boost. Kronovi just a little bit slow to that one, I feel. I think he might not have seen Lachinio there, or he might not have thought Lachinio had the time and angle to get there. Instead, Lachinio dunking his former teammate and in 4 seconds off the clock.
And between 2 games and 9 seconds, they have 2 goals, both of them on kickoffs. So feels bad man to 4. That's what I like to see at the moment. It's a play for Chrome. Chrome loses that to Lachinio. He goes around the corner. Kronovi going to go long, over half. Follows this into the corner. Going to wait off the side wall where Squishy will reign. Back wall, good pinch from Chrome and sent away by Kronovi. Side wall for Torment. gReazy going up for this. He's going to get a long clear. Kronovi going to get a second touch. Wait for gReazy. Nope. gReazy will turn back. Now it will go off the side wall where Chrome can come get it. Kronovi misses on this. Played towards the side over the boost pad. Long play from gReazy. This is a great redirected shot, but a big post play there as the woodwork comes and saves Iris's 1-goal lead.
Yeah, we need an exclamation post command in chat and just give it 100 counters for that one, as it's definitely the MVP off of that play by Kronovi. I still don't know how he got his car angled the way he did.
And gReazy able to put that one into the far corner as this game is tied at 1.
Well, I'm gonna get somebody in chat to give me Findable Carpets info, because I could bottle this caster's curse and make a killing off of just him. I'm trying to throw it back to you there, and Kronovi to gReazy to tie the game up. Lots of time left to play in game number 2 here.
1:12 in, we've seen 2 goals, which at this pace is way more than we saw in game 1. Lachinio gonna put this towards the halfway line, met there by gReazy. Off the side is Squishy. Squishy meets it again. Keeps on that wall. Kronovi meets it. At the halfway line is gReazy. Through the corner. Gonna wait. Torment gonna meet it at the pass. Off the back, looking for the front, and it's going to be a play in the corner again. They battle for possession, and finally it squeaks out. Kronovi in his own end, though. Needs a clear. Chrome gonna go for this. Takes his time. Looks for a dribble. Can't quite get there. 2 minutes gone, and game 2 still tied up as Lachinio works to make the offense happen on his end.
Yeah, you want to talk about game 1 being a little bit slower paced. It was almost a glacial pace to begin with, and climate change has stepped up its game.
Oh, and Lachinio able to put that one in the upper 90. 2:55 left, it's 2-1.
I've been working on that one for about 60 seconds there.
Yeah.
It's just a weak save between, I believe that was Chrome and gReazy. Neither one of them getting an accurate touch away. Just falls as far as the top of the box, and Lachinio following it up on that third rotation, able to finish it off and put his team back up by 1.
Approaching halftime in game 2 is going to go through the corner. Drop from Torment. Torment over half. Meeting it there is Chrome. Going to go across. Following this up the wall is going to be Kronovi. He's going to go off that wall, boost into it. Does make contact. Going to drop it in front to gReazy. gReazy underneath the bar. And that is gorgeous ceiling play from That's What I Like to See.
Auto cam was on Kronovi on this one, but I'm going to go on board with gReazy here as he just reads that perfectly. Nothing that anybody on Iris can do. Lachinio is up for it, but he can't get the angle to block it. Squishy and Torment helpless to defend that one, and it's a level game right before halftime.
Yeah, big halftime goal as they needed that for momentum's sake as we reset. We're playing a 2.5-minute game, folks, as it'll be gReazy leaving it for Chrome. Off the side, where is Kronovi? Torment gets there first. He'll put this long. Over half. Squishy, now Kronovi. Kronovi over the crossbar. Waiting is gReazy. gReazy gonna dribble it past 1. Play from Squishy long, and that's Chrome who puts it in his own corner. Play across. Off the corner wall. Drops it towards the halfway line as Lachinio. Kronovi takes it from him. Kronovi up that wall, trying to boost into this. He misreads the drop on the ball. gReazy still there. Angle and a save, as it was Lachinio who came out to keep it at a 2-2 ball game.
gReazy loves that angle, the sharp angle, looking for the far post top corner. Lachinio finally catching onto that one in a great spot to react as he was waiting for that play, got up, cut down that angle, made sure that stayed out. And then, what a save by Kronovi.
Wow. Yeah, big stop by Kronovi. Great anticipation as to where that ball is going to go, and that'll create an opportunity the other way. Chrome goes to the sidewall with this. Up is Kronovi. Air roll. Shot. Save. Squishy keeps it out. 1:17 to go. We remain tied.
Might be looking at another overtime here. Both sides trading grade A chances. The saves, world class, as you'd expect out of 6 players at this level. It's really anybody's game here. If we've gone 90 seconds without a goal, I think that's the longest we've gone in probably about a full game length between games 1 and 2.
Yep, that's entirely fair. Squishy going to take control. If Wade's getting dunked there, Torment will take control in his own end. Squishy up for this. The air rolled pass. Going to put it on Torment's nose, and a shot is going to be saved by Chrome. Up in the air. Losing that is Lachinio. gReazy off the corner. Dropped at the halfway line, and a great one at that, but this is going to put them at a disadvantage the other way. And a Lachinio misstep as he puts it back instead of around the corner. It looked like 2-2 tie, 27 to go, and we are indeed looking at square in the face of an overtime unless something happens here in those next few seconds.
Just want to back you up quickly to the Lachinio play. It wasn't a misplay. He was actually looking for the back pass to Torment. Squishy wasn't at a good angle to receive a pass from him off the end boards there. So he wanted to put it back to Torment, who could put it backboard out front for Squishy. Unfortunately, didn't have the pace to get back to his teammate. And that's why we don't have a great opportunity out of it.
Oh, it's a shot! It's in! 0-second goal for Lachinio, and they steal game 3.
Where did that come from? Oh, what a dunk by Squishy. I think that was on Chrome. Squishy coming down, dunking the clear from Chrome off the base of the backboard out front. Enough height for Lachinio to get on the end of it. Completes his hat trick and cinches game 2 for Iris. Nobody could have predicted that finish.
Wow. Want to give a shout out to Proxy Tempest, by the way, for the $10 donation and Layup for the $5 donation, guys.
Very, very much appreciated. And apologies to Josher. I do not have my Steam notifications on. So that is a thing. With that said, very, very good stuff from Iris. They take game. That was game 2, correct?
That was game 2.
Yes.
And both by 3-2 scorelines.
Yeah, that's insane. These teams cannot get much closer. As you can see there, equal shots, equal saves as well. Do you get any closer than that without being tied? I don't think so.
I mean, it should be tied. I mean, I don't understand how you have equal shots and equal saves. Well, I guess because you put 1 more or 2 more off the post either way. But, I mean, that was everything you wanted out of a game. As Joshua needs to ready up because gReazy needs to go to sleep.
That's pretty good. Well, I mean, he is in Europe. That makes a lot of sense. All right, so
and it is the second tournament today. We did mention that earlier.
That is a thing. That is a thing. And I actually had the pleasure of casting the first one he was in at Gfinity. So that was a lot of fun as well. He took second in that. He has a chance to win this one, or he'll at least second in 2 tourneys isn't a bad way to spend a day, I suppose. But either way, I mean, they have a chance to still win this, and a very good chance at that. With 5 minutes on the clock, game 3 is underway. Back to Squishy right away, and 6 seconds in, they have the first strike again. We've seen this before.
Another face-off goal here. So Chrome is trying to read that play from Kronovi. They were trying for a bit of a slower kickoff. So Chrome is committed to that one, and he loses out to Torment, who bounces out front, and gReazy, not expecting his team to lose that face-off, is essentially backwards in net. Squishy, great 1v1 player, is never going to lose that one. Inside, near post, and in, 1-0 Iris.
That's a redirect towards the corner from gReazy, but it's going to go just wide. Another shot will get saved as well, and this will be back at the halfway line. We are about 25 seconds into game number 3. You see a demo there as Kronovi gets on the physical side of things through the corner. Kronovi with the tap, loses it to Torment. Squishy leaves it for Torment. Squishy drops down on top of it, and it'll be a nice pinch there from Kronovi as he'll get the clear, and it'll go back to half. Off the ceiling. Waits. Through the corner. Goes long. Squishy is there looking for a touch to the middle. That's a shot and a goal. They take a 2-0 lead 54 seconds in.
Long ball by Torment beats Chrome. Squishy, great tap to get Kronovi out of the play, who grabs the boost and tries to get back into this one. gReazy, far post, not able to come across in time, doesn't have the speed or the angle to beat Torment to that one. As soon as Crow was out of that play, it's a goal for Torment unless he misses the net. He has the angle, he has the space, and that's all he needed to put that goal in.
It's going to go around the corner, going to drop in front. Long play from Torment. It's going to go off the ceiling. That's a shot, short post, and a good save as Squishy able to get back to keep it out. This is a play for gReazy. He gets bumped out of the way. Lachinio Off the sidewall, coming in is Torment, and gReazy will go ahead and send that back the other way. Lachinio wants to clear. He's going to get it over the line. gReazy meets that. Waiting there is Chrome. Chrome waits. He's going to put it at the short post. Waiting is Lachinio. He'll take it away. Still up in the air for Kronovi. Needs a good angle. Can't quite get there. And Chrome will play it in the corner. gReazy. Air roll. Tried. He couldn't quite get it done. Still a shot and a save this time by Torment as he will keep it out. 2-0. 3:11 left. And this is very good stuff underneath the bar for Kronovi. And he'll put it through. Make it 2-1.
Okay, I'm just gonna write Findable Carpet down for an order of a case of my Caster's Curse. I know you were trying to throw that one over to me. Kronovi just reads that bounce perfectly off the ceiling, gets a good air roll to make a bounce shot out of that one and throw the Iris defenders off. Underside of the bar and in, 2-1 game, 3 minutes to play. Still anything can happen, but you still have to feel like Iris have all of the momentum of this game in their favor.
Big moment here. Next goal is going to be huge either way it goes. That's a play off the back. I believe that was from gReazy. Coming in, it's Kronovi. Goes far side with this, not able to get there. Kronovi going to read this off the side, pinch it off. That's Chrome. That's a play. Trying to get a second touch. Doesn't need it. And gReazy tried to come in and slam it home, and he will fail to do so. We approach halftime. It's game 3, 2-0 Iris in the series, 2-1 in this game. Until there, Kronovi ties the game at 2 as we approach halftime.
Well, right now, I think between the two games, Kronovi's putting both teammates on his back and just kind of making everything happen, as he does a great job reading that touch off the backboard. It's a good ball by gReazy, and I honestly have blacked out for a split second and can't remember if anybody from Iris got a touch on that to drop it down in front. But it's a good shot by Kronovi, who gets it just up and over the last defender to tie this game up right at the stroke of halftime.
Over halftime, we are at it. It's a 2-2 score, and deuces wild as we hit 2-2 with 2:22 left. Over at the halfway line. Squishy. And now gReazy. gReazy going to shave the ceiling with this. It's going to go to Torment over the net. Coming in towards the halfway line. This is a play towards the near post. That is going to be met by Chrome as he'll take it away. gReazy. Squishy. Looks for a second touch. He's going to try, but Kronovi will get up to take it away. 1:54 left. Did Squishy run out of boost there?
I'm not sure if Squishy ran out of boost or he just didn't get the angle quite right. He might have just bailed out of it to not waste any more on an opportunity that he knew it was already lost. gReazy kind of hanging his team out to dry to set up that attempt by Squishy as he hung that ball way up over top of his own net. It's a great spot for a drop shot or even a drop pass. Squishy really known for dropping those ones off. Oh, is that Shalthus in chat?
It is indeed Shalthus in chat. Yes, it is.
Man.
Welcome in, sir. Welcome to Shift Pro League. Not sure if we were around before, but we welcome you in. Very, very nice to see you, sir. With 1:15 to go, 2-2. In game number 3, this is one that's what I like to see squad desperately need. That's what they want right there. It's gReazy gonna put that one in short post.
Right at the side post here, Torment gets an awkward touch, and both Chrome and gReazy go for that. gReazy luckily recovers onto the wall and gets it over top of the charging Squishy, as I had to check the nameplate of who was in net there to figure out who got beat on the wall there. So a little bit of a misplay by, that's what I like to see, going unpunished by a bigger misplay coming out of Iris in the way that that ball didn't get challenged effectively by Squishy.
It's going to drop off the ceiling. Now the back ramp. Waiting is Kronovi. Going to go off the side ramp here. Following is gReazy. Into the middle, chance, and it goes by as Squishy will definitely pay for his sins, as it will be a physical play right there for the, that's what I like to see, squad in the offensive end.
Can you use that joke if Moses isn't playing? Can you use that joke? Like, there's no biblical reference. There.
I think I can. I think I can. It's not limited.
Cast for Liberty there. Oh, all right, I'll allow it. I'll allow
it. This is a play across. Shot from gReazy. That's got a long play. That's a good pitch the other way. This is a dangerous deflection as well. Lachinio off the back. Squishy will put it in. We're tied at 3 with 10 seconds to go.
You're right. It's a dangerous ball. Chrome just not the touch you want. And I've made 1,000 of those passes in my lifetime, and probably about 60% of them have ended up in my own net. As Squishy reading it well, nothing that the other members of That's What I Like to See can do. There's just really not a lot you can do if you don't have somebody back already expecting that kind of drop pass off your teammate up for an aerial that's supposed to go forward. And all of a sudden now it's another overtime game, and those have not favored.
No, not yet. This one could not be over. This one could not be farther from the
Wait,
truth.
wait,
It's
no,
Squishy!
no!
Oh, it nearly dropped on the goal line. Still, we're tied at 3. Another overtime game between these two stellar teams.
I swear that had like 4 pixels before going in. Oh, you don't get any closer than that to a second 0-second hero goal.
Yep, second 0-second hero. That's
Borrowed that from
that's a
Biza.
mouthful.
That's a Biza saying right there.
Okay.
Little
Fair
love for
enough.
the OCE region.
Nothing wrong with that. It is Chrome. Chrome off the side. Prediction time for you. Who you got, real quick?
Can I plead the carpet?
Oh, that's fine. I'll let you do it. Everyone gets 1. I'm actually going to go. That's what I'd like to see in this one. I think they have a chance to put this one at a 2-1 series score. But it's going to be
Nope.
they're going to need a save. And Lachinio. That's what I like to see. Sorry for the caster's curse. 4-3 winners.
Chrome is in the wrong spot for that one, and then runs out a boost trying to get back. Just no chance in hell he can get on the right side of that ball to put it anywhere but in his own net. Doesn't even get a touch on it, and it just rolls all the way in. Really unfortunate for that's what I like to see. And really unfortunate for Kronovi, gReazy, and Chrome as they now face the prospect of having to reverse sweep this one to get anything out of this tournament.
And, I mean, can I just say if they reverse sweep this, I would be very happy to see it. Because that would be an epic reverse sweep matching not much else.
Yeah, I mean, there would not be much better series, and I'll bet you that VOD gets, a good 50,000 views. That's easy money on YouTube. Easy money on YouTube right there.
All right. I want to see it though. I mean, that'd be great, Rocket League. We're fans too, and I know you guys want to see it. Let's get some possible love for a reverse sweep in chat. But Ira's going to try to put this away and take SPL's weekly number 16. They have the opportunity. First strike is not going to go to them this time, at least not right now, as it will be sent away. Still a chance. Back wall. Coming in, big whiff there on the aerial attempt. gReazy will take his time. It's 2v1. They are going to flip this, and Lachinio will read it very perfectly, basically. And off the back wall it goes.
Yeah, I kind of want to put this on record, and I feel like Chrome is the weak link in this team between Kronovi, himself, and gReazy. We haven't said much of Chrome's name in 3 games here, and I feel like there's a reason for that. He's responsible for the back pass that led to the equalizer that set up the overtime loss, which again he was also responsible for. And not to call him out or anything, but you really want to see him step up to get his team back in this to have any chance of a reverse sweep.
Definitely want to see him do so. We'll see if he can do it in this game. They need a win, as Lachinio will get taken away by Chrome. Kronovi in the offensive end. Chrome going to try to put this up the sidewall. Does lose that ball. Lachinio with a shot and a good save by gReazy. That is Kronovi in net on the goal line. Doesn't quite get the contact. He wants it off this back with a back post, and it'll be taken away now by Chrome. Chrome and Lachinio going to do battle on the sidewall, but Squishy will take it away from him. 3:43. We are still scoreless. Things starting to slow down a little bit in this high-paced series.
Chrome looking for the demo on the follow-through. He knows he can't make a play on the pass, so he goes for the keeper trying to set up his teammates. It's a good idea, but he doesn't make any contact with Torment. Well, actually, that's not true. I think I saw Torment get bumped a little bit trying to go up for the backboard clear, but ultimately there's no follow-up, and it feels like a useless play when you don't make contact with that goalkeeper.
Need one here. It may go over the head of gReazy if he's not careful, and it will. Lachinio gets credit for it. They have the first strike. 3:15 left.
Feels backflip, man. It's a great drop by Lachinio. Just takes so much pace off that ball, catches gReazy completely off guard, tries to flip it that one, just not in a place to touch it anywhere on that ball. Show me where the battle car touched you, as I know you like to say. But ultimately, it's a great shot by Lachinio. It's a great shot. There's not a lot.
Put him in a terrible spot, is what it did.
Really did. It really did.
Yep. You're exactly right. And this is going to be Kronovi with a shot. Needs it. Can't have it on this play as Torment will get in front of it to keep it away. It remains 1-0. Back at half. They battle for it around that halfway line. Now the center dot. Chrome puts it in the air. Torment takes it from him off the corner wall. That's a shot from Lachinio that Chrome gets in front of. And now it'll be a pass to him. Trying to get a touch off the back. Second touch not happening. And it'll be gReazy who has to rotate back and take care of this in his defensive end. Off the back wall. Chance for Kronovi, and it'll be tapped into the middle where Lachinio will take care of this. This is an offensive opportunity, 2v1, and a good defensive commit there from Chrome will keep that one away from the goal line.
gReazy coming up big there to keep the deficit to 1. gReazy and Crow, I think, went for the same ball at the other end that set up that 2-on-1 back the other way. So unfortunately, a little bit of comms breakdown there, I feel, between gReazy and Crow, as if they'd spread out, gReazy ultimately getting the touch, and it was a good one out front, but Kronovi underneath him instead of out center to receive the pass, and the chance goes wanting.
This is going to be at the ramp on the right side of the left side of the net. Squishy going to try to get a contact on this, but it's taken by Chrome. Tap from Kronovi, not quite what he wanted, as he wanted it long, and goes off the top of his car and over the net. Still a shot, goes wide of the post. Kronovi going to have a second attempt at a clear here, and he'll get it over half. 141 left in game 4. Iris looking to sweep, and they have the opportunity to with the final moments approaching. Over the head of both of his teammates, and Kronovi will very wisely turn back and play a little bit of defense here. This is the play in front from Squishy. Chrome with the long play off the side. Kronovi meets it. It's going to go drop off the back for Chrome. Doesn't get nearly enough as he camped underneath it. Would have liked to see him actually travel to that and get some momentum on that ball.
I feel like gReazy was just not quite angled for the pass at the place where Chrome put it. It was an awkward one too, because Crow put it right on top of Chrome's dome piece, and just all he could do was try and direct it in the direction of gReazy. I was borrowing a saying from Turtle Bear, my teammate, on that one. But there's just not a lot that gReazy could have done there. If he charges in and doesn't get there, then I feel like all 3 members of the team are out of position. And with the way that Iris had been playing, it's back the other way and most likely in the net.
And then gReazy goes just wide of that. This is going to go off the back wall. Kronovi needs it. He's got it. This game is tied up with 38 to go.
Well, they got their equalizing goal, but every time they've done that, they've had no momentum going forward. It's evidenced by the fact that they're down 3-0 in the series. Great play by Kronovi, off of the post, to himself and in, ties the game, putting Chrome on his back again.
Well,
and it's just a matter of who's going to step up and be big here. And every time we ask somebody to step up, it's been a member of Iris doing that.
Well, let's see if that is going to continue the rhythm here. That's going to be a play from Chrome over to gReazy. Back into the Iris end. They need a goal to force game 5. It's going to go off the back. gReazy's there. He's going to get it taken away by Squishy. Go side to side. Lachinio off the side there. It's going to be a play for Torment. Lachinio follows it. Torment, empty net, scores! 10 seconds to go, and that may have sealed the tournament for Iris.
I'm pretty sure it sealed the tournament there for Iris, as Chrome, again, missing the defensive touch that he absolutely has to make happen. It goes off the backboard, falls right to Torment, has nobody left to defend that one. 10 seconds to go. This is looking like a sweep for Iris, and it's a well-earned sweep. They've outplayed, that's what I like to see, on almost every aspect of this game.
Well, this is still in the air, so that we still have a hope. Nope, that's it. Iris are your weekly SPL 16 champions with Lachinio, Torment, and Squishy. We are going to try to get one of them in for an interview if we can. And GG's, too. That's what I like to see. And everybody else that played. And huge props to them. I mean, gReazy for sure. It is currently, let me see if I get this time right. Caster math is hard. It is currently 4:30 in the morning where he is at. So huge props to him for staying up that late to play in Shift Pro League's tourney. But Iris is the real story here. They come through, they get the sweep, 4 wins, all by 1 goal. And with, I believe, 2 overtimes, if I'm right. That is good stuff from them.
2 overtimes for sure, but game 4 was one-way traffic. 9 shots compared to 3 out of that's what I like to see. That's what I like to see with 7 saves. This could have been an embarrassing one for them. It wasn't, as gReazy and Crow coming up big with 6 saves each. Chrome getting 1, but just one of those games where I think Chrome would like to forget afterwards, as just it never felt like he kind of lifted himself up at the same level that both gReazy and Kronovi were doing.
That's crazy. It's really, really awesome. And believe it was G306 adding some intel in chat. It's in Norway, which I'm not sure if he's anywhere close to that, to be fair.
I think it was said that he is actually
okay.
in Norway.
So okay, so that's 6 hours ahead. So it's 5:30 in the morning. That's when some people wake up for school. That is ridiculous from him. That's 2 tournaments that he will actually place second in for the day, which is saying something to begin with. But to come in and play at this high level twice is ridiculous from gReazy. But I mean, Iris, the real story here, is mentioned. Latch, Torment, and Squishy, they came and just played their hearts out, and it was a really, really fun series to watch, no matter which game we saw.
Yeah, JStrap1 in the chat saying Chrome carried in semis. I'm not sure I totally believe that because I feel like there were a lot more passing plays out of gReazy and Crow that I remember. Chrome just played a little bit bigger role in the semis than he did in
He
the
played a
finals.
good support role.
He did. He really did fill in that third spot well, but just ultimately not quite enough in the tank to close out the series. Or the tournament rather.
Yeah. Okay. So it does not look like we are going to have an interview tonight. So no interview from the winners, unfortunately, but we'll get them next time. As looks like I believe this is where you and I say our goodbyes. But sir, it's been a lot of fun. You you filled in amicably at worst and beautifully at best. And I think everybody in chat can agree. I want to see everybody in chat give some love to Inanimate J for coming in and casting for with only about a couple hours notice. And really, really good job to the admins in back. Gabe for hitting all the camera buttons the right way and not triggering you guys on the bad camera switches. So that's really, really good work for him. And a huge love to Joshua, of course, for making this run as smoothly as possible, as is the moderators in the Discord. Guys, this was a very, very good tourney. We had a lot of power in this tourney as far as power rankings are concerned, and really a lot of talent in these rosters. So very, very entertaining to bring. Very, very happy to bring it to you. Thank you for spending your evening with us. For Gabe and Josher and Inanimate J and everybody at SPL, we want to say thank you for watching. Enjoy the rest of your evening. We're going to kick it to a host, and we'll see you back here Thursday next week at 6 GMT for a European tournament, and next week Friday at 8 Eastern for our NA tournament. Enjoy your night. We'll see you next time.